of this Premier League encounter then at St James's Park as Newcastle United take on Manchester United. The Magpies in desperate need of 3 points to try and help their battle against relegation. Their second bottom coming into this match. 3 points they are from safety, but this game, after this game, depending what's happened, they will have played 2 and 3 games more than the teams that are around them, bar Norwich City, who are rock bottom of the table. So could really do with picking up some points because they could be cut adrift after those teams around them to catch up on the game due to all of the COVID postponements that we have had. Match is just about to get underway then. Newcastle in their black and white stripes. They're kicking from right to left in this opening 45 minutes, and Manchester United in their red shirts, white shorts with the red stripes down the side and the white socks. They're going in the opposite direction. We've just had a false start as well, so we'll go again as the Red Devils will get things started. If you didn't hear that earlier team news, it's 6 changes that Eddie Howe has made for his Newcastle side. That was from their defeat to Manchester City last time out. So 3 of those come in defence. Javier Manquillo, Emil Kraft and Fabian Schär are in. Jacob Murphy, Matt Ritchie and Kieran Clark drop out of the starting 11. In midfield, Alan Saint-Maximin returns. He takes the place of Miguel Almiron. While in midfield, there's also 2 changes. Jonjo Shelvey and Sean Longstaff are in. They start in the middle of the park. Isaac Hayden, he's out because of suspension, while Joe Willock is absent from the Matchday squad. Just in terms of Newcastle squad at the moment, they've actually only named 8 substitutes for this game, and 2 of those are goalkeepers, including a 19-year-old midfielder, Joe White, as well. So they are stretched thin at the moment, are the Magpies, but their game has gone ahead. As for Manchester United, it's just 2 changes they make from their last outing. Now, this came back on the 11th of December, the 1-0 against Norwich City. 16 days since they last played, so they should be refreshed. Rafael Varane returns from injury. He partners Harry Maguire in the centre of defence. Victor Lindelof is the one to drop out. He complained of chest issues in that victory over Norwich City 16 days ago. While Mason Greenwood starts, he replaces Jadon Sancho, who drops down to the bench. Just over a minute gone then. I'll run you through the full lineups in full then. As for Newcastle, it's Martin Dubravka in goal, Emil Kraft, Jamal Lascelles, Fabian Schär and Javier Manquillo at the back. Alain Saint-Maximin, Sean Longstaff, Jonjo Shelvey and Ryan Fraser in midfield, with Joe Linton and Callum Wilson as a top 2. As for Man United, they go with David De Gea in goal, then it's Alex Telles, Harry Maguire, Rafael Varane and Diogo Dalot at the back. Bruno Fernandes, Fred, Scott McTominay and Mason Greenwood, with Marcus Rashford and Cristiano Ronaldo as the top 2, as Fraser breaks forward down the right-hand side, gets a cross in, but it's been cleared away by Harry Maguire. My name's James Mason and I'm joined by Max Hunter for this game. Really, when you look at the balance of the 2 sides, United refreshed, the Red Devils that is, we'll just call Manchester United for this one. They should really get the victory against a Newcastle team that are, looking quite depleted at the moment.
Yeah, absolutely. Even if they weren't refreshed of it, they came in under the normal schedule, you'd still back Man United to beat Newcastle tonight. Newcastle way down there at the bottom, as everybody knows. I think they're just trying to get to January and just see who they can get in and hope, the fans will be hoping for some decent players. I think the fans just want anybody, just bodies in there, as you mentioned, depleted. So, yeah, Man United are the heavy favourites. Newcastle they just want to get through this 90 minutes without being too embarrassing, as Joe Linton's gone down. But I think that's more winded after the ball hit him in the midriff or in the groin area.
Yeah, just seeing him there just getting... he's still sat on the floor, but he's getting pulled up now from the deck by his captain, Jamal Lascelles. Yeah, I mean, it's a throw-in for United down the right-hand side. With all the COVID postponements that are going on, and I just mentioned there, Newcastle have got 2 goalkeepers, only 8 subs, and a 19-year-old midfielder. How has this game gone ahead, but other teams have somehow got COVID postponements accepted by the Premier League?
It's a...
It's a big first question
it's got to be. I don't, without speaking, without looking, but I don't know if the other postponed games were scheduled to be on TV. This is obviously on TV, so it's the Premier League have sold it, and they'll want to fulfil the fixture and therefore the contract obligation to get the money. But again, I haven't checked to see if the other games were supposed to be on TV. But that's my feeling behind it.
There we go, yeah. It seems a little bit harsh. There's been no sort of reports that Newcastle have put in any sort of application to the Premier League to get this game postponed. I think they're happy just to try and work their way through it. And you'd say credit to Eddie Howe and his team for doing that. Of course, Manchester United were one of the sides that have been racking up the games that they have in hand on teams because they haven't played since the 11th of December. They've got a couple of games in hand on the likes of West Ham, They've got 3 games in hand on Arsenal. This is the third of those games in hand that they have, but certainly some opportunities for United to try and cut the gap to those above them in the table. But I suppose points on the board is probably what you wanted. It's what Newcastle want, but they've only got 10 in the league so far, and they really need to try and get some momentum going. Like you said, just trying to get to January and see which players they could potentially get in. In terms of transfers, just to let you know that Anthony Martial and Jesse Lingard, they're both not in this matchday squad for the Red Devils. They are obviously, of course, reported to be wanting to leave in January. Jesse Lingard's been linked with Newcastle, as has Anthony Martial, but it'll be interesting to see where those two go. In terms of the action on the pitch at the moment, 5 minutes gone, it's Newcastle 0, Manchester United 0, but we've had absolutely nothing. The Red Devils have probably had a little bit more possession, but they haven't been able to get in behind Newcastle. And Eddie Howe at the moment is just watching on from his technical area. Martin Dubravka will take this goal kick that he has for Newcastle now. Looks like a packed Newcastle stadium as well. I suppose the positive for fans is that the UK government said today that there's not going to be any more restrictions before the new year, so at least there'll be supporters in the stadiums to cheer their fans on. As Shelvey now has possession, he gives it away in a disappointing area though, and Greenwood nips in and wins it. Then he's brought down. He'll be lucky if he gets away with just a warning here, which I think he has. I think because that's so early in the game, 5.5 minutes, I think Shelvey gets away without a yellow card there.
Yeah, and I think it helps that he did it rather quickly, didn't he? So it was cynical, but maybe from the referee behind, he thought Greenwood was essentially away, but it was only half a yard away compared to if he was further away, that would have, you know what I mean, it would have looked more obvious. But Shelvey, yeah, he did get away with that one. It was a deliberate trip.
Yeah, Craig Pawson is the man in the middle this evening. On Tyneside in the northeast as Dallow puts a ball in from the right, but straight into the arms of Dubravka. Now Newcastle can try and play the ball out from the back now. It is with Kraft down that right-hand side. I thought he may have been the left back, but I think Kraft's is going out on the the right back position. I think Javi Manquillo could potentially be playing out on this near side. Just double check that when we see sort of Newcastle, how they're lining up. Just can't quite see, but I think it is Kraft who's playing in the right back position, and Manquillo will be out on this near side with Newcastle's defensive woes. They have ball. Longstaff's won it high at the pitch though for Newcastle. An opportunity now. St. Maximin on the edge of the penalty area, trying to get himself into the area. Right foot strike, and it's into the back of the net. And St. Maximin has scored there. It's a lovely finish from the Frenchman. The Newcastle, well, St. James's Park is going raucous at the moment, but it's a huge mistake by United, giving away position midway through their own half. Credit to Sean Longstaff as he nips in and wins it, and then it was down to St. Maximin to do the rest.
Yeah, perfect from the Frenchman, wasn't he? He's just on this left side. Dallow sort of left him to it. You're right, Varane, first game since November, caught cold by Longstaff, and I thought Maximin blew it if he had a bit of a dodgy touch, gets past Maguire far too easily. I think Maguire's scared to put a challenge in to concede the penalty, but it's an absolute beautiful finish from Maximin. He's been accused of going missing in these big games for Newcastle, but he's made sure that he's stood up and he's counted today. And against there hasn't been any sort of run of play, but against the form guide, Newcastle take the lead, and it's the only chance of the game so far.
Yes, indeed. David Hay, just seen replays now from behind the goal, just watched that one. He was praying it was going to miss, but I think he even had a sort of a little slip there, did Alan St. Maximin, when he hits it. But like you, I agree, Harry Maguire's challenge is poor. There's no challenge from him. He's just basically trying to block St. Maximin out, but he hasn't been able to do it. And Newcastle, with their first chance, the first shot of any team in this first half, have taken a 1-0 lead at home against Manchester United. But now United coming forward down the right-hand side. Dallow again with a ball in from the right, and this time it's way over hit. A couple bounces out for a throw for Newcastle on that far right-hand side of the field. I think I'm right in saying that St. Maximin and Callum Wilson, this is the first time those two have started together at home since Newcastle got the draw against Norwich, I think it was. So they haven't been together much under Eddie Howe, but I think he's tried to limit how much he uses them because they're going to be crucial to Newcastle in the second half of the season.
Oh, absolutely. If Newcastle do stay up and they stay in the Premier League and all this money that they use is to bring players in, you'd say Maximin and Callum Wilson are probably the best of the bunch who are going to likely play next season. A good ball in over the top and just out of reach from Wilson, but I don't think you can really argue the cause for anybody else. It is pretty much St. Maximin and Callum Wilson's Newcastle United side. Everybody else will be rather harshly, but they will be shown the door.
Yeah, no, I would agree with that. But again, it's good play for Newcastle. United have been sloppy in the middle of the park. They haven't really had a centre midfield at the moment. Fred and Stock McTominay seem to be going missing, and David De Gea, when that ball came to his box and only just evaded Callum Wilson, he just put both of his arms outstretched and basically saying, well, what on earth are we doing in there? It's sloppy, we're giving away possession. And well, Newcastle have got to try and keep themselves on the front foot. Goal kick though for De Gea as he plays it just over halfway. Joelinton rises highest though and wins his header, but it's towards a red shirt though. Now it is Fred who picks up possession, now with Varane sporting the gloves on this evening. I don't think it's actually that cold in Tyneside, which is strange for late December. I think it's mild with not much wind this evening either, so good football conditions as McTominay, now the Scot, floats one out towards the left-hand side. It's well brought down by Telles. Now it's inside towards the Portuguese in Fernandes. Fred, those two exchanging passes. Now it's up towards McTominay. McTominay tries to turn and have a shot from a good distance out. Takes a deflection, but it's picked back up, though, by Rashford. But then he gives away the ball. And now Newcastle trying to counter-attack. It's St. Maximin to Fraser. Fraser just over the halfway line. Plays out towards his left-hand side. It's behind Wilson, but he'll keep the ball in the Englishman. He's faced up against Varane. Finds St. Maximin to his right. But the flag has gone up eventually there against Wilson. That was a bit of a disappointment from Fraser because there was a good chance of Newcastle to break quickly.
There was, and I think Fraser's ball was poor, but I think there was another player who was a better option to choose. I can't remember who it was because the play went on for so long until the flag went up. But you're right, Man United, they haven't put anything together in this opening 10 minutes of any note. Dubravka's just had to collect a few crosses, and McTominay's pass goes awry, and it's Tellers has to come back quickly and collect it. But it's not. Opening 10 minutes, nothing of note to write down for Man United.
No, not indeed. As Newcastle lead by a 1-0. Alan St. Maximin strike on the 7th minute. If you're just joining, and Newcastle coming forward again as United give it away in the middle of the park. Now it's St. Maximin down this left-hand side. Varane comes over, still St. Maximin. He has the overlapping run, but he ignores his man Manquillo. But a lovely crossfield pass. He finds Fraser just on the edge of the box. He tries to find Wilson, deflects to Joelinton, strike from distance, and a bending shot just goes past the right-hand post. De Gea, I think he probably had that covered. He may have just pulled his arms in at the last moment, but again, that's another half chance for Newcastle.
Yeah, this is good from Newcastle. They're keeping it quick and sharp. A couple of touches here and there by each player. Yeah, David De Gea just sort of jumps just to be extra sure. He's no intention really going for that, really, has he? But Newcastle playing on the counter attack, and they can't afford to sit back. They need to keep doing this. Man United it is a broken system. It hasn't clicked into place yet, so don't let them allow time on possession to slowly move the ball around and get into the game. Keep kicking them when they're down, as they say. Yeah,
I think Newcastle, in terms of defence, I think they've got to be physical with Man United this evening. I think Rashford, Fernandes, Greenwood, Ronaldo, none of those are really sort of big target men, and I think if Newcastle can use the strength they have with Lascelles and Cher, then who knows what they can do. But the Red Devils going to have a spell in this game at some point, aren't they?
Absolutely. But even with that shot, then some people say Joelinton, it was outside the box. It was ambitious, a first-time one, but it was a good chance, really. But some fans may argue, he should have kept that and played the ball. I think no, just keep firing shots away when the opportunity arises. Because if Man United come back into it, Newcastle are not going to have many chances. If they get another good chance or a corner or another goal from a half chance from a shot from distance, the quid's in, they're winning. They're in a good position. They can't sit back. They've got to extend it because Cristiano Ronaldo's on the other team.
Yeah, he is. As Newcastle do a bit of battling, though, to win possession back inside their own half. That's a poor ball, though, as United come forward down the left-hand side with Fernandes. Fernandes then looks up and he finds Greenwood. Back to Fernandes. Now Rashford, all being played on the edge of Newcastle's area. Eventually, it's sort of hooked up into the air by Longstaff. Wilson's battling for this one. He does superbly there to get the ball back towards Joelinton, and he finds St. Maximin again on this left side. He's challenged fairly, though, says the referee, and it looked like a good challenge. And now United are breaking down the right-hand side with Rashford. He tries a little trick inside, but it's been dealt with there rather well, you'd have to say, by number 19, Javier Manquillo. Newcastle just playing around at the back a little bit. It's out towards their right back now in Kraft, the Swede. He looks to play the ball low down the line, which he does, but it's straight into the path of Fred. He read that run well, and now the Red Devils will look to come forward from the halfway line. It's Maguire as he strides forward. No real pressure on him yet. Then he tries to float one out towards the left-hand side. It's brought down well by Fernandez. Fernandez waiting for support. Low ball in towards the near post as well. Blocked away then by Fabian Schär. There was a runner in behind him, but that was good reading by the Swiss. And now United just trying to get things going a little bit, raise the tempo as they take the throw in down that left side. Now another flat delivery comes in, smacks against Schär again though on the chest and bounces away. It's the red shirts that'll come forward once again though. It's with Varane out towards the right-hand side for Dalot. Dalot looks up and then inside pass towards McTominay. The Scot tries to dink one back to Dalot, does well. It's brought down superbly on the edge of the area. Low ball cut back inside the box. It's been stabbed away by Lascelles and it'll be another throw, but this is a good passage of play for the Red Devils.
Yeah, this is the first time Man United have put passes together and looked threatening as Ronaldo comes in and then brought down by Joelinton. Is he? No, referee says play on.
Yeah, I'd agree there with the referee. I think Ronaldo's waiting for the contact and Joelinton now is striding forward. He gets away from a rash challenge from Fred. Still coming forward down the left. Now it's St. Maximin just ahead of him. He tries to cut inside there, St. Maximin. He does well, that does Varane. He reads it and he watches the ball, pokes it away from the Frenchman, and now the Red Devils look to come forward themselves. I presume Ronaldo is back up on his feet. Just trying to see whether he's actually come back into shot yet. I don't think he has. I'm not sure if he's still down feeling the effects, but to be honest, I thought, well, he is back on his feet now as the camera's panned to him. I think he did a step over, nutmegged his opponent, but then ran into him. I think the referee probably got the decision right not to give the free kick.
Yeah, absolutely. The big Joelinton has his ball put through his legs. He's got no idea where the ball is, so he's just standing still, and Ronaldo deliberately runs into him. So that's what Joelinton did nothing wrong apart from just have his legs too far open.
Yeah, left the opportunity for the nutmeg, but didn't give away the free kick. He was still complaining there, Ronaldo, to the referee, Craig Pawson. A good minute after the challenge had been made and the free kick wasn't awarded, but it is United going forward down the left-hand side. Inside ball now towards Greenwood, plays it into the penalty area, looking for Ronaldo, and it's just away from the Portuguese. Oh, that was about half a yard away from probably ending up in the back of the net.
Yeah, it did, and look, he's found the space in between the two centre-halves. Neither of them are picking up. Lascelles didn't get the call from Manquillo to say the man's behind him. And it's just half a yard, maybe a younger Ronaldo, but I say that, but he is still extremely fit. But that's the best opportunity Man United have created so far. And it's just a simple ball over the top, which is something that you didn't think they'd say.
No, but I actually think the ball was quite easy. I think Greenwood's he's played a poor pass, really poor execution from the Englishman. I think it was an easy pass to Ronaldo, but we've had 17 minutes. It's still Newcastle 1, Man United 0, but it is United going forward down the right as Rashford gets the ball away. Joelinton tracking back, and is the official going to give a corner here? I think he is. Newcastle were saying it should have been a goal kick, but well, Rashford's reaction says this will be corner, and it will, as Harry Maguire goes up from the back. Rafael Varane in there. It's good height in this United team. Also got Scott McTominay, who's got a good leap on him as well. Cristiano Ronaldo, but goals from set pieces, 0 for Manchester United in this campaign so far. So maybe not too good from the back, but we'll see what they can do. It's a left-footed in-swinging delivery from Telles. It's a decent-looking one there. It's right underneath the goalkeeper. Headed away, though, by Lascelles. It's brought down quite poorly by Fred as he volleys it backwards. It will be picked up by Fernandez. Now he plays one back into the penalty area. Too much on that, though, and it's behind for a goal kick. But Joelinton has gone down for Newcastle now, and, well, there was no one around him. You've got to suggest that this is maybe a groin that he's sort of pointing to a holding. This should be a big blow because Joelinton has started the game quite brightly. Yeah,
and you mentioned the physical height of Man United, and Joelinton he's the big man up top for him to bring it down to give it to St. Maximin and Callum Wilson. And he's although he's not a massive goal scoring threat, but physically he's needed to head the ball clear for corners or maybe even get one himself from a corner. And this will be disappointing because he can be a bit woolly. Eddie Howe will want him to continue and be a bit of a bully. And if you're going for the like for like is in striker for striker, the only one they've got is Dwight Gale, and he is the exact opposite of Joelinton. Not a big guy. He's not a physical presence. So if Newcastle need a physical presence up top to hold the ball up as an outlet, and Dwight Gale compared to Joelinton is not that.
No, he's not. I mean, Joelinton been playing a little bit behind Wilson in this game. They could have Miguel Almiron come off the bench. He is back to his feet now and he's walking off to the sidelines. Eddie Howe's now is coming over to say if he's okay, having a word with the physio there. Looks as if Joelinton wants to try and come back on as the Brazilian, so I think they'll let him back on and just say, right, we'll monitor it for the next couple of minutes. And I mean, that's twice he has gone down, though. We would suspect with the same injury, not even 20 minutes into this game, as United have themselves a throw midway through their own half, which they take quickly. Dalot, it's across the field of play now towards Tellez, as Joelinton does just jog back onto the pitch. So that's one for Newcastle and for us to monitor over the next few minutes, as Maguire has it now with Varane. Varane comes forward, low ball down this right-hand side to Rashford, and he's got a bit of space and time now as he runs forward, gets the ball out of his feet, tries to put a cross in, hits the back of Manquillo, and he goes behind for a corner kick. So another set-piece chance for the Red Devils.
Just going back to Joelinton, Eddie Howe, I think he's got to pick his battles here. He's in the lead here against Man United. Does he risk Joelinton to play longer and be needed and help them win the game, or does he look for the long game, think long term, and bring him off and risk losing these 3 points? That's the thing that he's got to consider.
Yeah, Tellez in swinging corner towards the near post, and there's a player down in the box there, and Varane, but there was no real appeals from players around him. Teammates saw opposition for a potential dive. I don't think there was much in that, and eventually the ball is just squirmed behind for a Newcastle goal kick, as Ralph Rangnick looks on from the technical area there. Interim boss until the end of the season, then he moves upstairs with United into his role where he'll be looking at all aspects of the club, I think, to try and revamp it and get them back to the top of English football where they were for so many years. As Dubravka, will take this goal kick as Varane's back on his feet now, right-footed, long ball forward there, out towards this left-hand side of the pitch. Joelinton wins his flick-on header as well, but it's away from Wilson as Varane just clears it back up to halfway. Good chest down, though, by Joelinton into Shelvey's pass, who goes all the way back towards Dubravka. He's been a firm favourite, as John Joe Shelvey, actually, since Eddie Howe came in as Newcastle boss. Started 7 of the 9 games, I think it is, since Howe's been here. So I think Shelvey is thriving under the new manager. As De Gea now finds Maguire just on the edge of his own penalty area. Certainly a lot of possession for the away side, but not a great deal of end product from them at the moment. Not a lot for Dubravka to have done yet. I don't think he's actually had a save to make. Nothing has stung the palms then of the shot stopper. As Varane finds Rashford, who is sort of playing quite deep as Rashford, but that's a nice ball there into the greenwood. He then tries a through ball for McTominay, but that was way over hit, and it was always going to go towards Dubravka, who just plays around with the ball at his feet before looking up for some teammates around him. But 22 minutes on the clock. It's Newcastle 1, Manchester United 0. If you're just joining, Alan Saint-Maximin opening the scoring for the Magpies on the 7th minute as Lascelles has it now out towards Manquillo on this left side, hugging the touchline, plays it down the line to Joelinton. Lovely little fake by him, finds Saint-Maximin. He then tries to find Joelinton again. He rushes into a challenge. It breaks towards Shelvey. He's under a little bit of pressure, goes back towards Cher. The Swiss with a nice low ball towards Fraser. Then Shelvey, his ball though was poor. That's intercepted easily by Tellez, and now the Red Devils have come forward. McTominay in the centre of the pitch finds Fred. He tries to thread a through ball for Ronaldo. That's been intercepted well, though, by Kraft. And now Newcastle coming forward. Fraser, his pass is overhit, though. It's getting a bit sloppy in the middle. Then Fred gives it away. Shelvey nips in and wins the ball. And now Newcastle are breaking forward in numbers at the moment. Shelvey is striding forward. He's got Saint-Maximin. Shelvey goes himself, though, right-footed with a stinging effort. And it's a really good save by De Gea. Gets 2 strong hands behind it. Pushes it out all the way for a throw-in on the right-hand side. But that just opened up for Shelvey.
Yeah, great work from Shelvey. McTominay was down after a challenge, and then Fred gave the ball away. So the two Man United midfielders were in about 6 yards of each other, both on the floor. It left the door wide open, and Shelvey ran with it. And you got to the point, you got to the edge of the box thinking, why not have the go? Great. It's so frustrating when you see that, and it goes over the bar. Did well to keep it down, wins the throw-in, and McTominay's down with a, looks like he's wanting to receive some treatment. And this is all perfect for Newcastle. It is a bit sloppy every now and then, but that's how Newcastle want it. Bring Man United down to their level, and they shouldn't have it too much their own way.
No, they shouldn't. Just seeing actually the what probably should have been a foul for McTominay, actually, in the build-up of that chance for Newcastle. He gets the ball ahead of Sean Longstaff, who slides in, and McTominay hurdles the challenge, and he gets punished for jumping over the legs, really. He gets caught a little bit, but it'd be interesting to see if that went in from Shelvey, whether VAR would have had a look at that, whether it was a potential foul or not. But anyway, Scott McTominay's back to his feet. He's been helped off now, has to go off before coming back on. But 24 minutes on the clock. It's Newcastle 1, Manchester United 0. We've gone past the midway point of this first half, and Max will take you through to half-time.
Thank you. Good evening, everybody. As I say, Newcastle 1-0 up. Just over 20 minutes to go till half-time at St James's Park, and it looks like Newcastle United are going to go for the old big throw into the box. Joelinton, Wilson are the obvious targets, and it's in towards Wilson to flick it on. It's bouncing around and it's fallen to the edge of the box, but no, the midfielder won't be allowed to shoot from the box as the foul's been given against Jamal Lascelles, who has thrown his body around too much illegally in the eyes of Craig Pawson. And as you relate to this game, it hasn't been a 1-0 against the run of play. Newcastle have playing on the counter-attack, and they've looked good on the counter-attack. Man United haven't really created anything at all. Dubravka had not made a save, and collected a few crosses and cleared a corner or two with his punching away. It's all in the free kick given in the middle of the park in Newcastle's favour, just inside the centre circle in their own half. Sean Longstaff, obviously his brother Matty Longstaff, scored that screamer the last time Newcastle United beat Man United. He's now on loan at Aberdeen, I believe it is, so he's still involved with the club. As Eddie Howe wants his side to be tight and compact and force Man United down the wings. As the free kick's finally taken, it's long, straight, and Maguire heads it clear, and Shelvey heads it back that way, and Fred has a go at it, and Fernandez tries to bring it down, but loses the ball, and Callum Wilson is doing some kick-ups on the edge of the box. It's all a bit haywire, and Ronaldo leaps, and a few fans appeal for a high foot, but nothing given, and Newcastle have it now on the left. St Maximin trying to get past two players, and he tries to get through the middle of them and claims for a foul, and the referee waves it away. St Maximin, the scorer of the first goal, and he's looked good when he's had the ball. He wants to get down and run at players and take these on as the ball goes back to Dubravka, and he plays it into Shelvey. And United are looking open in the middle. There is a lot of space for Newcastle to exploit, and Shelvey just had a long shot from distance moments ago to have a go at when the middle of the park opened up, and another Newcastle attack comes to an end. And Man United will build from the back again with Raphael Varane bringing the ball forward. First time he's come far, and he's palmed it off to Fred, and now Fred with Fernandez, and that's sloppy Fernandez. He tries to be too cool, but Newcastle can't keep hold of the ball, and Man United will try again. So many passes going awry, going astray, not to the right man in this game, and Newcastle pick up that ball again, give it to Dubravka, and he will start again. It's scrappy, but a bit too physical there from Varane. He's shoved into the back of Wilson, and Craig Pawson gives a free kick. So a good chance for Newcastle here, just inside the Man United half. Bit of an angle to put it in the box. Yeah,
it's frantic, this game. It really is frantic. I mean, the Red Devils are trying to up the tempo, and they're getting a little bit frustrated with Craig Pawson. But I like the referee here because he's given advantage to both sets of players. He's trying to let things go. He's trying to allow the football to be played, and it's good. It's making for an entertaining game.
Ball comes into the box now. It's flicked on by Wilson, and Joelinton keeps it in, and St Maximin will try to work space away from Dallo to create something. He's got round one of them, but he can't get past the second one. Joelinton picks up scrap, puts a good ball into that corridor of uncertainty, and Man United clear. And you're saying that the referees letting it go, and I think Newcastle now, the players will complaining about not getting free kicks and stuff, but I think looking back on the game, Eddie Howe especially will be happy with the game's been allowed to go, as Man United have a good chance to hear Fernandez is put in, but Dubravka's read it well and come off the line quickly and intercepted that.
Yeah, like that came from Javi Manquillo appealing to these stopped and appealed to the referee for a free kick. There's a few players that have just stopped asking for it. Just need to keep playing on. Play to the referee's whistle, as they always said. But you must know now, 28 and a half minutes into the game, how Craig Pawson's trying to officiate this.
Yeah, if every little foul's going to get given, I think that's going to fall in the favour of Man United because they will have more of the possession. So Newcastle will be, I think the management team will be happy that the game's been allowed to go and they're allowed to be physical as Joelinton cuts that ball out and gives it to St. Maximin, who's getting pushed off the ball again by McTominay. He's receiving the worst of it so far. Most of the Newcastle ball is coming down his side, so he's getting pushed and bruised by Man United as Rashford lays it in for Greenwood, and Greenwood tries to give it back to Rashford, and it's gone out of play for another throw. And as we come to the half an hour mark, Newcastle 1-0 up at home at St James's Park to Man United, and they will want to keep it this way obviously and try to climb their way out of the relegation zone. Only won one game all season. It'd be quite a win to have as your second one as we enter the halfway mark, as Rashford gets some space to put a cross in and it's cleared, but only as far as McTominay. Shelvey applies pressure, gives it to Fred. Now Greenwood lining up for a shot, and it's hit Lascelles, and Lascelles' block is gone out of play for a throw-in on the left-hand side. That's all Man United have been reduced to, shots from distance. Yet to force Dubravka is saved. McTominay has a good chance to shoot again, but this time decides to keep it. United moving the ball sideways, trying to create that space, but Newcastle's remaining tight and compact and disciplined. As another cross is blocked, and it's St Maximin who tries to do a bit too much, but it turned out to work in his favour, and Dalot puts a tackle in. It will be a throw-in for Newcastle.
I tell you what, this is a good physical game, really is. There's a few challenges where you could think actually probably should have been, but you know what, the referee's been fair to both teams. I say he's letting things go, he's given the odd free kick, but you know he's letting a free-flowing game happen. He's not just having it stop-start, and you know what, United again stuck him, but Newcastle are getting into them as well. It's making for a really good watch.
Indeed it is. Flashbacks of Roy Keane and Shearer having a punch-up famously in this one. I don't know if it will go that far with these modern-day players, more than just a head-to-head sort of thing. As Newcastle have another throw, and just playing for territory and winning the ball, winning the throw, and halfway into Man United's half. Manquillo just takes his time, gets his team to have a breather, gives it to St. Mac. It was a poor throw, very floaty, and Dalot can get round the Frenchman and put his foot through it. And Newcastle win the ball again. Man United, that is. They're not playing the free-flowing football that we've come to expect from them under Rangnick, as the ball forward into Joelinton is won by Varane, and Man United will again just try to create something. Slowly going through the phases. For Joelinton, he is playing behind Wilson tonight, and he's sort of, without the ball, he's dropping into midfield to make it a compact five in the middle, and Fernandes will float around. He's started on the left and Rashford on the right. I think Rashford and Greenwood will swap whenever they feel like it between who plays alongside Ronaldo and who plays on this right-hand side. Here's Dalot as the overlap, goes back to Rashford, looks up, and then Fernandes makes a run, and Lascelles gets something on it, but it's still in play for Fernandes to put the ball into the back post, and it's just over the head of Greenwood, and Ronaldo has a shot at goal, and he's missed it, and it goes out of play in the end.
Close, very, very close there for United. You know, the little foot that came out from Lascelles probably just delays this one enough, doesn't it? But the ball from Fernandes is just a little bit too high then for Greenwood, who's rushing, and then Ronaldo, I mean, he's tried quite an ambitious shot on the turn there, trying to leather it towards the near post, gets it all wrong, bounces off his arm and goes behind. But yeah, that was the first little sort of chink in Newcastle there. They're putting a lot of effort into this. They're closing down as much as they can, but you just wonder how long are they going to be able to maintain these energy levels and the pressure on United without a gap suddenly appearing.
Yeah, that's definitely the first heart and mouth moment for Newcastle fans around the world and at St James's Park. And Man United have to win the second ball from that goal kick, and Maguire's funded the ball into Tellers, and Tellers does really well to bring that down and has a give and go with Ronaldo. And Man United still in possession with Fred and McTominay, the only two central midfielders for Man United tonight. And McTominay's ball is lost, it's poor, and Newcastle will win it back. And Dubravka, they go back to Dubravka, who's looking to play a ball for Wilson to run it down the channel into, but Maguire cuts that out. And Newcastle, they haven't had much of the ball recently. Man United are being better and looking after it a lot better than they were in the first 25 minutes as they come again and it's into the box, and Newcastle again just somebody getting something on it at the last moment and they're able to put it out of play. Newcastle need some time on the ball, but Man United aren't allowing that. And that's Varane shinned his pass, and this could be interesting for Newcastle. Can they do something with the counter attack now on the left hand side? St. Maximin 3-on-2 into Wilson. Fraser was in the middle waiting for the cross, but Maguire gets a cross and tackles in. And Newcastle come again, and that's that's too physical from Harry Maguire. He Quid pausing with a grin on his face, saying, "No way, mate, that's a definite foul." As Maguire,
Maguire points at the ball and he goes, "Yeah, I got that, ref." It's like, you're nowhere near it, Harry. I mean, you're about a day away from that ball. But I tell you what, St. Maximin, he just makes the wrong pass there. He goes for Wilson, and like you said, Ryan Fraser had got in front of his man, and he made a brilliant run into he was just basically in the middle of the box waiting for it, but St. Maximin went for the wrong pass. If he goes for Fraser, great chance for it to be 2-0.
Yeah, that was an absolute trod on from Harry Maguire. There's 10 minutes to go to half-time. This is the best chance in a good while for Newcastle to create something. Fraser and Shelvey standing over it. St. Maximin sort of lurking on the edge of the box. Shelvey runs over, leaves it for Fraser. In comes the ball to the back post and corner as Alex Telles heads it on. As a Newcastle man was there lurking behind him. Needed to be done.
Yeah, watched it well. For all the world, you thought that Shelvey was going to whip that in, but it wasn't a bad ball. It's just a little bit too floaty, though, to allow the United defence to get themselves ahead on it. But a set-piece chance from a corner.
Shah, Joelinton and Lascelles form a little bit of a conga in the penalty box. And will be taken by Fraser, who's on that far right-hand side, right-footed. It'll swing away from De Gea's goal. In it comes. It's poor, headed clear by Ronaldo. Almost falls to St. Maximin, but United complete the clearance and it gets pumped back in and cleared again by Rashford. And now Man United would look to break, and it's too much. Ronaldo screams in frustration. It's not been his night so far.
What a chance that was, though, for United to break quickly. If Rashford's pass finds either Ronaldo or was it Fernandes, who was on the other, on his overlap, they were steaming in behind there. I mean, they were coming over the halfway line, and Newcastle only had about two players who were sort of scrambling back inside their own half.
Absolutely. Best two United players for Man United you want in a counter-attack, Fernandes and Ronaldo. And Rashford did well to dissect both of them. Newcastle have got a throw after a Maguire clearance deep in the Man United half, just outside the penalty area. And he's just looking for an option, is Kraft, and now he's got one, gives it a go. I think Newcastle poor there. You've got Shelvey, Joelinton just sort of standing there, not really doing anything in the middle of the park. Could go over and be an option. Shelvey now goes over, is an option for it after Newcastle have another throw in. Joelinton comes over now. It's all a bit slow. It's not quick. It's not exciting like they were before. They do have another throw in though. This time it's taken quickly over the head of Fernandes to Joelinton. Maximin in the centre of the field. He's got a chance to shoot, but it's on his left foot. Keeps going and cuts it back on his left. It's an offside position. Was there? Yes, there was. As Callum Wilson does well to put the ball in the net. But my initial reaction was offside.
Yeah, they'll look at it. Yeah, I think Wilson has just strayed because he's thinking the shot's going to come in a bit earlier from St. Maximin. We'll see it again now then from the replay. Yes, he's way offside there is Callum Wilson. Then he's saying it came off Varane, but it didn't. So yeah, there's a correct call from the officials there.
Yeah, they looked at it and it got underway very quickly. Right decision in the end, way offside as you said, but that's just St. Maximin a good. I don't know what his left foot is like. He got his first with his right foot, but that passage of play shows he's not very confident on it. And the scuff shot is the evidence to support that. As Newcastle come forward again, trying to create something with a ball into Wilson's overhit, and De Gea will palm it off to Maguire, and Man United will build in. But Newcastle coming out, they're flying, applying the high press, and they've won the ball back in United's half. And this is a good chance for Newcastle. They haven't done anything for a while. Brought down. St James fans plead that with the referee, nothing given. A ball over the top for Rashford. Dubravka's was caught in no man's land there. If Rashford managed to get on the end of that bouncing ball and just lob it over the keeper, 1-1, but the grease in Newcastle pitch spared the blushes of Dubravka. As Newcastle come forward again, that's poor communication there from the Magpies, and Maguire will cut that out as we approach the 39th minute. 6 minutes of normal time. I don't think there'll be much added on, as there's been nothing really of stop. The only stoppage been the only goal. So that implies there'll only be a minute as Greenwood leaves his right wing, comes forward. Rashford brought down. That's Rashford looks at the referee and accepts the hand up from Shah, I think it was, who chopped him down.
It wasn't going anywhere, Rashford, there, was he? Bar down to the floor. It was as cynical as Harry Maguire's challenge was.
Yeah, so Ronaldo interested in this. I don't think he's had a shot on goal. It's been rather quiet, and he's got Bruno Fernandes and Alex Telles standing over it. He's quite far out. What are they? 35, 40 yards out?
Yeah, I'm just thinking, I would say closer to 40. I mean, it's a long way if they're going to have a pop. I would say they're trying to sort of work something out, maybe get an angle to whip a ball in, but if they go for a shot, then it's ambitious.
It's a quick idea. It's flicked over the top. It's gently forward, and Greenwood gets on the end of it, but Dubravka closes that, and Newcastle clear. Caught napping by Manchester United, and they've cleared the lines in St Maximin battles well, and puts a block in for Fred's pass forward, and Dubravka's got a bit of a limp now. They have got two keepers on the bench, so good options, but I think he'll be okay. You want to, at this point, just get through to half-time and receive treatment there. But Dubravka was the only Newcastle player awake to that quick, sly free kick, that set play. And it's just slowed down again, and Maguire brings it over the halfway line. Fernandes looks to ball in over the top. Rashford is the target. Lascelles heads it, but not very far. Dalot picks up the second ball, and Joelinton's getting everywhere tonight. Definitely putting the yards in is the big Brazilian. He gets a toe on it, but Manchester United still have the ball. Dalot. Fernandes has an overlap. Dalot puts the ball in again. Joelinton's there, and it's hit him in the head, and he's seeing stars. And we will pause for him to just have his head checked.
Yeah, to be honest, I think it's a good moment here for Newcastle. I think they need to catch their breath, and interesting if Ronaldo would actually put that chance in just before when they did the little sort of flick over the wall. He may have just strayed slightly offside. It was very, very close, but it didn't matter in the end. I think Dubravka just gets a little clip when Greenwood's in there in the box as well. But Joelinton, you mentioned before, he's putting the shift in, isn't he? You know, he would have been asked by Eddie Howe to drop in, like you mentioned, when they're not attacking into the midfield or out wide, and he's certainly getting himself stuck in. He's definitely done better, Joelinton, since he's had that pressure of not having the number 9 on the back of his shirt and not really being seen as someone who was a goal scorer. But when he came to Newcastle, he was never really a goal scorer that much in the Bundesliga or an out-and-out forward. He liked to play out wide and sort of cut in from the side, and I think he's done a bit better when he's gone out there.
Yeah, and what was it, 40 million he was paid for?
Yeah, 35, 40 million pounds, I think it was. We had Newcastle's club record.
Yeah, that's going to, and be given that the famous number 9 is going to put a lot of pressure and more expectation, and when that's not your game, it's not going to help your cause, is it? And Joelinton runs onto the pitch now, slots straight back into that midfield role, and so he'll be okay to continue. I think he just wanted a breather rather than need anything seriously checking. As Man United come through again, Fernandes has a shot. Dubravka down to the right. Well, Fernandes appears for a penalty, but he's offside anyway, so you won't get anything. But for me, anyway, you got your shot away, you should be okay. And Shah's just trying to explain to him, you're offside, mate, you're not winning anything. Yeah,
well, it was Ronaldo, wasn't it, who was offside, actually. It was the Fernandes, wasn't. But like you, he's got a shot away, Fernandes, and then he's got clipped from behind. You're never going to get a penalty for that. It's a little nudge in the back from Kraft, isn't it? Yeah, so that's definitely trying to win a penalty. But, offside flag was up anyway, so it saved Fernandes' blushes.
Yeah, it's not a foul. He's got his shot away, and then he's fallen over just to of his own, more of his own accord than anything. But yeah, Ronaldo offside, so nothing given. As Newcastle will try to keep the ball in Man United's halves until half time, which is 2.5 minutes away of normal time. And Fred's incensed that he didn't have a throw in. And they've got throw-ins now in for Newcastle, and they've surely got to be aiming for the corner at the minute. And they are slowly heading that way, but Man United cut it out, and McTominay clears the ball over his head, but it's only half cleared. It's all compact and scrappy into one part of St James's Park. But Newcastle, they can't find that corner flag and waste time, as Bruno Fernandes is brought down and will win a free kick. And Fernandes is not having... He's not happy because nothing's going his way.
No, there's some niggly fouls going in, but I think as well the rain's pouring down, so it's a skiddy surface. It's making for some poor challenges to go in. Oh, Callum Wilson's gone down here, clutching his left knee or his ankle. I'm not did he get a little kick then on the side? I'm not too sure, but he's gone down. He's got a free kick, but he looks in a lot of pain.
Yeah, we'll see the replay. Did a nice little turn, intercepts the pass, and then Fred's caught. And I didn't see much contact from Greenwood going past, and I think this might be serious because I didn't see a proper contact, so I hope nothing's... I
don't know whether he's put his ankle... So he's had a couple steps. I don't know whether he's put his left foot down and his ankle's twisted, maybe. That's all I can think. It's just got stuck in the surface.
Yeah, and Eddie Howe with his backroom staff watch it on their little iPad, and then suddenly one of them gets up and runs across.
Doesn't look good, does it? He's wincing in pain.
Physio's massaging it or testing it, and he's definitely in pain. As Eddie Howe speaks to Joelinton and says it's going to have to be you leading the line now. Who would you bring on? You said, well, Dwight Gale, but
depends what they go for. If they go for Joelinton up top, then I would say Miguel Almiron probably comes on and plays that role that Joelinton was playing, just behind the striker, or and then drops into midfield where he's an extra body. Or they could go Dwight Gale, who, to be fair, is got a bit of pace and will run down defenders and not give them a moment to rest. But he's just a completely different type of forward, isn't he, Gale? He's not the physical, or doesn't have the physical presence of a Wilson or a Joelinton. I mean, Wilson's back on his feet now, but the way he went down, I'm not too sure what's going to happen here with him.
No, he's limping over. He's limping off, and he just want to get to half time, won't he? And have a full 15 minutes of assessment.
Could just be something where you slightly land on it wrong and you get a little bit of bruising, don't you? But when that initial pain goes, then it's okay. You can probably get to the end of the game. But it's how much do you want to risk Wilson at this moment? I know it'll be a big victory, but with the games that they've got coming up.
So the ball's played into Joelinton, he holds it up well, and he's turned to give it to St Maximin and decides to, looks like he's going to try beat his man and get into the penalty area, but now he's going for the corner flag, lots of tricks, fast feet, gives it to Joelinton. Joelinton through the legs of Rashford, brings the ball back for St Maximin to shoot, but it's blocked by Fred. And Newcastle looking for the second instead of trying to get to half-time 1-0 up.
Great play by Joelinton, wasn't it? Quick feet, nutmegs his man, finds a lovely inside ball to St Maximin, he's still not the completed player, is he, St Maximin? He just went for power out of everything there, really. But Joelinton at the moment is putting his hand up for man of the match, even though he didn't score the goal.
No, he didn't. Joelinton he's here, there, and everywhere. He's taken a few knocks as well. As Newcastle get the game restarted, but can't keep the ball from the throne, so it is with the away side, and we are over halfway of the 4 added minutes. We've got 90 seconds left in the half up at St James's, and Man United are 1-0 down after Alan St Maximin scored a wonderful goal, a wonderful counter-attacking goal, and Fred spreads it wide looking for Rashford. Rashford has to jump to head it to keep it in and gives it to Dalot. And it's not been a backs against the wall job at all from Newcastle. They've played some good football, and they've stopped Man United from playing some pretty stuff. And a lot of credit has got to go to Craig Pawson for the way he's reffed to read the game. It's scrappy, it's niggly, it's physical. Maybe it's his Christmas present to the world as Fernandes plays the ball wide right, looking for, I don't know who he was looking for there. Is Greenwood and Rashford look at each other, and the ball sails by for a goal kick.
Yeah, just looking at Wilson now, he's back on. He had a little hold of the ankle there when that ball was going out for a goal kick. He's going to try and get into half-time, isn't he, which is around 30 seconds or so away, and try and assess it, see how it is, 50 in the 15-minute break. And if it's not any better, then he will be subbed at the break, you would suggest. But he's trying his hardest, but he just doesn't look comfortable.
No, he's come over to the right-hand side, the side closest to the tunnel, so I assume it will be, as soon as that half-time whistle goes, he'll be wanting to get onto the physio's table. ASAP as the goal kick restarts the game, and Shelby wins that second ball, hoofs it high, and Wilson doesn't even bother to compete with that as he huddles into the central of the park. And he's looking over the Newcastle bench and making some hand gestures. But we've had the 4 minutes, and Man United bring the ball over the halfway line with Fred. Now McTominay on the centre circle, plays it into centrally to Greenwood. Good play from Tellers, it lets that go, but I don't think Fernandes was waiting for it, and he's been crunched in the tackle. But this is looking serious for Eddie Howe and Newcastle as Wilson's down and he's massaging his own calf.
Yeah, I thought it was the ankle, but yeah, it must be the calf that's just tweaked on him when he sort of had that couple of steps earlier on.
The referee's come over to check on him, and now he's receiving more treatment. So I assume the referee is politely saying, "Look, I've stopped the clock. Time wasting's not get off the pitch. You're not wasting any time." So we just look at it again. So he gets away from Fred. Does a nice little Maradona turn away from Greenwood, and I think it's just tweaked or snapped on him.
Yeah, it's not good. I mean, to be honest, if you're the referee and you look at your watch, you just say, just blow for half-time now, to be quite honest. I mean, Wilson's going off. The fans give him a round of support. It's Jacob Murphy who's coming on. Not one of the players I thought they would, but just a flat midfield 5, you think it'll be now then, with Joe Linton up top by himself.
I'm surprised they didn't just... Well, the physio's obviously just said to Eddie Howe, look, there's no way you can carry on.
The only other one would be if St. Maximin goes up front, Joe Linton continues behind him, and then Murphy goes out on this left-hand side, which I think he may have done.
Yeah, Joe Linton's done well, but Man United still play on as the ball diagonal to the left, and it's good fight from Newcastle defenders on that side to put the ball out for a throw, and that's half-time. I've never seen Man United players disapprove of a half-time whistle before, but there we go. So it's half-time at St James's Park. It's Newcastle United 1, Manchester United 0.
Half-time at St James's Park, and it's Newcastle United 1, Manchester United 0. The Magpies second bottom are on their course at the moment for a crucial 3 points. The only goal coming in the 7th minute so far. Alain Saint-Maximin with a curling shot just inside the area after United gave away possession midway through their own half. Jonjo Shelvey's also stung the palms of De Gea from around 25 yards out. As for the Red Devils, well, it's been poor from them. They haven't really tested Martin Dubravka, and better is needed from the visitors. At the break, it's Newcastle 1, Manchester United 0. Half-time at St James's Park, and it's Newcastle United 1, Manchester United 0. The Magpies second bottom are on their course at the moment for a crucial 3 points. The only goal coming in the 7th minute so far. Alain Saint-Maximin with a curling shot just inside the area after United gave away possession midway through their own half. Jonjo Shelvey's also stung the palms of De Gea from around 25 yards out. As for the Red Devils, well, it's been poor from them. They haven't really tested Martin Dubravka, and better is needed from the visitors. At the break, it's Newcastle 1, Manchester United 0. Half-time at St James's Park, and it's Newcastle United 1, Manchester United 0. The Magpies second bottom are on their course at the moment for a crucial 3 points. The only goal coming in the 7th minute so far. Alain Saint-Maximin with a curling shot just inside the area after United gave away possession midway through their own half. Jonjo Shelvey's also stung the palms of De Gea from around 25 yards out. As for the Red Devils, well, it's been poor from them. They haven't really tested Martin Dubravka, and better is needed from the visitors. At the break, it's Newcastle 1, Manchester United 0. Half-time at St James's Park, and it's Newcastle United 1, Manchester United 0. The Magpies second bottom are on their course at the moment for a crucial 3 points. The only goal coming in the 7th minute so far. Alain Saint-Maximin with a curling shot just inside the area after United gave away possession midway through their own half. John Joe Shelby's also stung the palms of De Gea from around 25 yards out. As for the Red Devils, well, it's been poor from them. They haven't really tested Martin Dubravka, and better is needed from the visitors. At the break, it's Newcastle 1, Manchester United 0. Half-time at St James's Park, and it's Newcastle United 1, Manchester United 0. The Magpies second bottom are on their course at the moment for a crucial 3 points. The only goal coming in the 7th minute so far. Alain Saint-Maximin with a curling shot just inside the area after United gave away possession midway through their own half. John Joe Shelby's also stung the palms of De Gea from around 25 yards out. As for the Red Devils, well, it's been poor from them. They haven't really tested Martin Dubravka, and better is needed from the visitors. At the break, it's Newcastle 1, Manchester United 0. Half-time at St James's Park, and it's Newcastle United 1, Manchester United 0. The Magpies second bottom are on their course at the moment for a crucial 3 points. The only goal coming in the 7th minute so far. Alain Saint-Maximin with a curling shot just inside the area after United gave away possession midway through their own half. John Joe Shelby's also stung the palms of De Gea from around 25 yards out. As for the Red Devils, well, it's been poor from them. They haven't really tested Martin Dubravka, and better is needed from the visitors. At the break, it's Newcastle 1, Manchester United 0. Half-time at St James's Park, and it's Newcastle United 1, Manchester United 0. The Magpies second bottom are on their course at the moment for a crucial 3 points. The only goal coming in the 7th minute so far. Alain Saint-Maximin with a curling shot just inside the area after United gave away possession midway through their own half. John Joe Shelby's also stung the palms of De Gea from around 25 yards out. As for the Red Devils, well, it's been poor from them. They haven't really tested Martin Dubravka, and better is needed from the visitors. At the break, it's Newcastle 1, Manchester United 0. Half-time at St James's Park, and it's Newcastle United 1, Manchester United 0. The Magpies second bottom are on their course at the moment for a crucial 3 points. The only goal coming in the 7th minute so far. Alain Saint-Maximin with a curling shot just inside the area after United gave away possession midway through their own half. John Joe Shelby's also stung the palms of De Gea from around 25 yards out. As for the Red Devils, well, it's been poor from them. They haven't really tested Martin Dubravka, and better is needed from the visitors. At the break, it's Newcastle 1, Manchester United 0. Half-time at St James's Park, and it's Newcastle United 1, Manchester United 0. The Magpies second bottom are on their course at the moment for a crucial 3 points. The only goal coming in the 7th minute so far. Alain Saint-Maximin with a curling shot just inside the area after United gave away possession midway through their own half. John Joe Shelby's also stung the palms of De Gea from around 25 yards out. As for the Red Devils, well, it's been poor from them. They haven't really tested Martin Dubravka, and better is needed from the visitors. At the break, it's Newcastle 1, Manchester United 0. Half-time at St James's Park, and it's Newcastle United 1, Manchester United 0. The Magpies second bottom are on their course at the moment for a crucial 3 points. The only goal coming in the 7th minute so far. Alain Saint-Maximin with a curling shot just inside the area after United gave away possession midway through their own half. John Joe Shelby's also stung the palms of De Gea from around 25 yards out. As for the Red Devils, well, it's been poor from them. They haven't really tested Martin Dubravka, and better is needed from the visitors. At the break, it's Newcastle 1, Manchester United 0. Half-time at St James's Park, and it's Newcastle United 1, Manchester United 0. The Magpies second bottom are on their course at the moment for a crucial 3 points. The only goal coming in the 7th minute so far. Alain Saint-Maximin with a curling shot just inside the area after United gave away possession midway through their own half. John Joe Shelby's also stung the palms of De Gea from around 25 yards out. As for the Red Devils, well, it's been poor from them. They haven't really tested Martin Dubravka, and better is needed from the visitors. At the break, it's Newcastle 1, Manchester United 0. Half-time at St James's Park, and it's Newcastle United 1, Manchester United 0. The Magpies second bottom are on their course at the moment for a crucial 3 points. The only goal coming in the 7th minute so far. Alain Saint-Maximin with a curling shot just inside the area after United gave away possession midway through their own half. John Joe Shelby's also stung the palms of De Gea from around 25 yards out. As for the Red Devils, well, it's been poor from them. They haven't really tested Martin Dubravka, and better is needed from the visitors. At the break, it's Newcastle 1, Manchester United 0. Half-time at St James's Park, and it's Newcastle United 1, Manchester United 0. The Magpies second bottom are on their course at the moment for a crucial 3 points. The only goal coming in the 7th minute so far. Alain Saint-Maximin with a curling shot just inside the area after United gave away possession midway through their own half. John Joe Shelby's also stung the palms of De Gea from around 25 yards out. As for the Red Devils, well, it's been poor from them. They haven't really tested Martin Dubravka, and better is needed from the visitors. At the break, it's Newcastle 1, Manchester United 0. Half-time at St James's Park, and it's Newcastle United 1, Manchester United 0. The Magpies second bottom are on their course at the moment for a crucial 3 points. The only goal coming in the 7th minute so far. Alain Saint-Maximin with a curling shot just inside the area after United gave away possession midway through their own half. John Joe Shelby's also stung the palms of De Gea from around 25 yards out. As for the Red Devils, well, it's been poor from them. They haven't really tested Martin Dubravka, and better is needed from the visitors. At the break, it's Newcastle 1, Manchester United 0. Half-time at St James's Park, and it's Newcastle United 1, Manchester United 0. The Magpies second bottom are on their course at the moment for a crucial 3 points. The only goal coming in the 7th minute so far. Alain Saint-Maximin with a curling shot just inside the area after United gave away possession midway through their own half. John Joe Shelby's also stung the palms of De Gea from around 25 yards out. As for the Red Devils, well, it's been poor from them. They haven't really tested Martin Dubravka, and better is needed from the visitors. At the break, it's Newcastle 1, Manchester United 0. Half-time at St James's Park, and it's Newcastle United 1, Manchester United 0. The Magpies second bottom are on their course at the moment for a crucial 3 points. The only goal coming in the 7th minute so far. Alain Saint-Maximin with a curling shot just inside the area after United gave away possession midway through their own half. John Joe Shelby's also stung the palms of De Gea from around 25 yards out. As for the Red Devils, well, it's been poor from them. They haven't really tested Martin Dubravka, and better is needed from the visitors. At the break, it's Newcastle 1, Manchester United 0. Half-time at St James's Park, and it's Newcastle United 1, Manchester United 0. The Magpies second bottom are on their course at the moment for a crucial 3 points. The only goal coming in the 7th minute so far. Alain Saint-Maximin with a curling shot just inside the area after United gave away possession midway through their own half. John Joe Shelby's also stung the palms of De Gea from around 25 yards out. As for the Red Devils, well, it's been poor from them. They haven't really tested Martin Dubravka, and better is needed from the visitors. At the break, it's Newcastle 1, Manchester United 0. Half-time at St James's Park, and it's Newcastle United 1, Manchester United 0. The Magpies second bottom are on their course at the moment for a crucial 3 points. The only goal coming in the 7th minute so far. Alain Saint-Maximin with a curling shot just inside the area after United gave away possession midway through their own half. John Joe Shelby's also stung the palms of De Gea from around 25 yards out. As for the Red Devils, well, it's been poor from them. They haven't really tested Martin Dubravka, and better is needed from the visitors. At the break, it's Newcastle 1, Manchester United 0. Half-time at St James's Park, and it's Newcastle United 1, Manchester United 0. The Magpies second bottom are on their course at the moment for a crucial 3 points. The only goal coming in the 7th minute so far. Alain Saint-Maximin with a curling shot just inside the area after United gave away possession midway through their own half. John Joe Shelby's also stung the palms of De Gea from around 25 yards out. As for the Red Devils, well, it's been poor from them. They haven't really tested Martin Dubravka, and better is needed from the visitors. At the break, it's Newcastle 1, Manchester United 0. Half-time at St James's Park, and it's Newcastle United 1, Manchester United 0. The Magpies second bottom are on their course at the moment for a crucial 3 points. The only goal coming in the 7th minute so far. Alain Saint-Maximin with a curling shot just inside the area after United gave away possession midway through their own half. John Joe Shelby's also stung the palms of De Gea from around 25 yards out. As for the Red Devils, well, it's been poor from them. They haven't really tested Martin Dubravka, and better is needed from the visitors. At the break, it's Newcastle 1, Manchester United 0. Half-time at St James's Park, and it's Newcastle United 1, Manchester United 0. The Magpies second bottom are on their course at the moment for a crucial 3 points. The only goal coming in the 7th minute so far. Alain Saint-Maximin with a curling shot just inside the area after United gave away possession midway through their own half. John Joe Shelby's also stung the palms of De Gea from around 25 yards out. As for the Red Devils, well, it's been poor from them. They haven't really tested Martin Dubravka, and better is needed from the visitors. At the break, it's Newcastle 1, Manchester United 0. Half-time at St James's Park, and it's Newcastle United 1, Manchester United 0. The Magpies second bottom are on their course at the moment for a crucial 3 points. The only goal coming in the 7th minute so far. Alain Saint-Maximin with a curling shot just inside the area after United gave away possession midway through their own half. John Joe Shelby's also stung the palms of De Gea from around 25 yards out. As for the Red Devils, well, it's been poor from them. They haven't really tested Martin Dubravka, and better is needed from the visitors. At the break, it's Newcastle 1, Manchester United 0. Half-time at St James's Park, and it's Newcastle United 1, Manchester United 0. The Magpies second bottom are on their course at the moment for a crucial 3 points. The only goal coming in the 7th minute so far. Alain Saint-Maximin with a curling shot just inside the area after United gave away possession midway through their own half. John Joe Shelby's also stung the palms of De Gea from around 25 yards out. As for the Red Devils, well, it's been poor from them. They haven't really tested Martin Dubravka, and better is needed from the visitors. At the break, it's Newcastle 1, Manchester United 0. Half-time at St James's Park, and it's Newcastle United 1, Manchester United 0. The Magpies second bottom are on their course at the moment for a crucial 3 points. The only goal coming in the 7th minute so far. Alain Saint-Maximin with a curling shot just inside the area after United gave away possession midway through their own half. John Joe Shelby's also stung the palms of De Gea from around 25 yards out. As for the Red Devils, well, it's been poor from them. They haven't really tested Martin Dubravka, and better is needed from the visitors. At the break, it's Newcastle 1, Manchester United 0. Half-time at St James's Park, and it's Newcastle United 1, Manchester United 0. The Magpies second bottom are on their course at the moment for a crucial 3 points. The only goal coming in the 7th minute so far. Alain Saint-Maximin with a curling shot just inside the area after United gave away possession midway through their own half. John Joe Shelby's also stung the palms of De Gea from around 25 yards out. As for the Red Devils, well, it's been poor from them. They haven't really tested Martin Dubravka, and better is needed from the visitors. At the break, it's Newcastle 1, Manchester United 0. Half-time at St James's Park, and it's Newcastle United 1, Manchester United 0. The Magpies second bottom are on their course at the moment for a crucial 3 points. The only goal coming in the 7th minute so far. Alain Saint-Maximin with a curling shot just inside the area after United gave away possession midway through their own half. John Joe Shelby's also stung the palms of De Gea from around 25 yards out. As for the Red Devils, well, it's been poor from them. They haven't really tested Martin Dubravka, and better is needed from the visitors. At the break, it's Newcastle 1, Manchester United 0. Half-time at St James's Park, and it's Newcastle United 1, Manchester United 0. The Magpies second bottom are on their course at the moment for a crucial 3 points. The only goal coming in the 7th minute so far. Alain Saint-Maximin with a curling shot just inside the area after United gave away possession midway through their own half. John Joe Shelby's also stung the palms of De Gea from around 25 yards out. As for the Red Devils, well, it's been poor from them. They haven't really tested Martin Dubravka, and better is needed from the visitors. At the break, it's Newcastle 1, Manchester United 0. Half-time at St James's Park, and it's Newcastle United 1, Manchester United 0. The Magpies second bottom are on their course at the moment for a crucial 3 points. The only goal coming in the 7th minute so far. Alain Saint-Maximin with a curling shot just inside the area after United gave away possession midway through their own half. John Joe Shelby's also stung the palms of De Gea from around 25 yards out. As for the Red Devils, well, it's been poor from them. They haven't really tested Martin Dubravka, and better is needed from the visitors. At the break, it's Newcastle 1, Manchester United 0. Half-time at St James's Park, and it's Newcastle United 1, Manchester United 0. The Magpies second bottom are on their course at the moment for a crucial 3 points. The only goal coming in the 7th minute so far. Alain Saint-Maximin with a curling shot just inside the area after United gave away possession midway through their own half. John Joe Shelby's also stung the palms of De Gea from around 25 yards out. As for the Red Devils, well, it's been poor from them. They haven't really tested Martin Dubravka, and better is needed from the visitors. At the break, it's Newcastle 1, Manchester United 0. Half-time at St James's Park, and it's Newcastle United 1, Manchester United 0. The Magpies second bottom are on their course at the moment for a crucial 3 points. The only goal coming in the 7th minute so far. Alain Saint-Maximin with a curling shot just inside the area after United gave away possession midway through their own half. John Joe Shelby's also stung the palms of De Gea from around 25 yards out. As for the Red Devils, well, it's been poor from them. They haven't really tested Martin Dubravka, and better is needed from the visitors. At the break, it's Newcastle 1, Manchester United 0. Half-time at St James's Park, and it's Newcastle United 1, Manchester United 0. The Magpies second bottom are on their course at the moment for a crucial 3 points. The only goal coming in the 7th minute so far. Alain Saint-Maximin with a curling shot just inside the area after United gave away possession midway through their own half. John Joe Shelby's also stung the palms of De Gea from around 25 yards out. As for the Red Devils, well, it's been poor from them. They haven't really Well, it's a warm welcome back to our unofficial off-tube studio commentary of this Premier League encounter then at St James's Park. Newcastle United 1, Manchester United 0. Alain Saint-Maximin's 7th minute strike. The difference between these two sides, 45 minutes to go now for Newcastle to try and get what would be a crucial 3 points for them. 45 minutes for the Red Devils to get themselves back on level terms and maybe go on and get the win. Recent history doesn't favour Newcastle. Actually, certainly this season, they've dropped 17 points from, from winning positions this season, and that's the most in the Premier League. So they're not adept really at holding out for victories, but we'll see what they can do in this one. There has been a couple changes made by Ralph Rangnick at the break as well. I'll inform you of those in a second, though, as the Red Devils are going forward down the right-hand side. It's with McTominay now. out towards Sancho, who was one of those two changes to come on, but Newcastle have managed to get the ball away as Murphy plays it down this left-hand side from St. Maximan now, and he's charging forward. He's up against Varane. United have got bodies back at St. Maximan on his own, though. Then he gets the ball stuck in between his legs, and Fernandes has got himself back to help out there as Newcastle, though, win the ball high up the pitch. The referee, I think, is waving play on. He is, because there was a foul on Longstaff. Now it's down this right-hand side, and a lovely ball into the penalty area nearly finds Murphy, who was operating as this sort of different number 9 there, but it's cleared away by Varane, out for a throw-in on this right-hand side. So Jadon Sancho and Edinson Cavani, they have come on for Fred and Mason Greenwood. Ralph Rangnick clearly not happy with what he's seen from his team in the first half. It's James Mason and Max Hunter with you again for this second half. I tell you what, it's a good start to the second period for Newcastle.
Yeah, I think if there's a natural number 9, he gets on the end of that pass. It was a beautiful ball into the box, but like you say, Murphy, I think he had his back to it really, didn't he? He wasn't aware as Kraft gets into the box now. Good ball into the box. Oh! St. Maximan, he should have put the ball in the net.
Oh, well, that should be 2-0. That is a lovely bit of play by Emil Kraft down the right-hand side. He's got him behind, into the box, towards the byline. He puts in an absolutely beautiful ball there for St. Maximan. The only thing you could say is it is on the volley, but he's no more than around 5 yards out there. And somehow he's diverted it straight into De Gea's path, who sticks out a right hand and managed to clear the ball away. But that should be 2-0 to Newcastle.
Yeah, we'll have to see replay. I think he was very much around the 3-yard mark. He was definitely way inside the 6-yard box. And we'll have to see replay. But I think was it behind him a little bit, or I don't know. There was no Man United defender in sight. And well, to be fair, we've got to give a lot of credit for De Gea, because even though it wasn't great contact, it was still on goal, and De Gea had to turn around and get an arm on it quickly, get a hand to it quickly, which he did. But yeah, Newcastle should be 2-0 up. Yeah,
you alluded to in the first half, St. Maximan isn't that strong on his left foot. He's not confident. He goes with his right foot on the volley there, misses it, and I think it hits the inside of his left leg, and then it just pops it towards De Gea. Anywhere centre or left of centre, that's in the back of the net, because De Gea is covering his near post.
Well, if that's right, we haven't seen a replay yet. It was definitely it should have been a left-footed shot.
It should have indeed. As United now put a ball into the box, it's missed at the far post. It's brought down by Cavani. He plays it back down the line now towards the number 27 and Tellez. Now it is with Rashford. Rashford then just scampers and gives the ball back to Maguire. Maguire then looking up, finds a nice little ball to Rashford just ahead of him. Rashford then goes for a shot from distance, and it's straight down the middle of the goal. And there's Dubravka to palm it up and behind for a corner kick. It's a save he should have made, and he did.
Yeah, he did. It was a long way up. Man United's best chance of the game. And he's just he stayed still, and he's tried to watch the swerve as long as possible. And then he's made the save at the last possible moment and putting his right hand up and popping it over the bar. Good save. Yeah, you don't want to be trying to grab that, because especially with that power, it could have slipped straight through the hands or swerved out the line of them.
Yeah, corner comes in from Tellez, outswinging delivery, cleared away, but towards the red shirts again as Sancho picks it up. Now it is with Dalot. Dalot tries to play, well, don't know what that was, tries to play a crossfieldish ball, but goes over the head of Fraser, who ducks under it and out for a throw-in. But we're going to see this chance for Newcastle now, see replays of it. Great play by Emil Kraft, it really was.
He did go with his left foot.
He did go with his left foot. Just seeing it now, he just doesn't get the right contact. I'd tell you what, if he makes less contact, that probably just squirms into the other side of the net.
Yeah, I think he's just gone too early, hasn't he? So the forward momentum of the foot is already where he would want to be striking. His foot's just sort of floating there, isn't it? He's just swung too early, and it's just hit his foot and not gone anywhere.
How much will Newcastle potentially rue that missed opportunity there to put themselves 2-0 up? Still Newcastle 1, Manchester United 0, but you've got to think that the Red Devils will create some chances in this second half. They were poor in the first 45, but they've got so much attacking options on here now. Rashford, Ronaldo, Sancho, Cavani, Bruno Fernandes, as there's a ball out towards the right-hand side of the box. It's brought down, though, by Dalot, but he's been tackled well by Manquillo. He tries then to feed it down the line to Joe Linton, who is a little late in the challenge there on McTominay.
Oh, nothing.
No, says the referee.
McTominay's not having a good game. Oh, no, it was a free kick in the end, but I was just about to say, if he lets Kraft go by far too easily. He's not in the penalty area, so he can kind of afford to body check him or leave something in there, as Man United tried to take a quick free kick, but referee says no. But Crafty got through 2 Man United players easily. They should have really sort of sandwiched him. You see it quite often, and defending team just normally tend to get away with it. But both of them sort of back out the challenge, put their hands up, and Crafts through to the byline easily.
Yeah, it was. It was weak defending from United. This free kick will come, and it's a decent-looking ball towards the far post. It's headed back across the 6-yard box by Maguire. Newcastle managed to clear the lines. Ronaldo from distance, though. Right-footed shot on the volley around 20-ish yards out, and it goes harmlessly wide in the end, but just a little sign there of things breaking for the Red Devils.
Yeah, it's just good strikers, good sort of instincts from Ronaldo. Knows where, just sort of backs away from the crowd, knows where he's going to be if the Newcastle clear it. It does come to that, and it's a good connection. He's trying to do the impossible, really, because there's so many bodies in the box. He's just trying to find that bottom corner. But it's wide of the goal, and I think he's better off for not going for goal just because there were so many bodies in the way.
Yeah, he's trying something special. Seen him do it so many times during his illustrious career. Not quite happening from St James's Park this evening, but it is United that have a throw midway through their own half on the far right side. It'll be Dalot to take it. Goes down the line to Cavani. I do like the change of Cavani coming on for the Red Devils. He's a bit more of a physical target man presence up there. I think Lascelles and Cher had it a little bit too easy in that first half. Is United trying to come forward, Ronaldo trying to turn it down the line. Referees brought this back for the original foul on Rashford. Tried to play the advantage, nothing gained, and they take this free kick quickly just on the halfway line. Fernandes finds McTominay out towards this left touchline for Rashford. He now just cuts inside a little bit, looks to play it back towards the halfway line, and there's maybe a mistake by Varane as Murphy was giving chase, but he just gets the ball towards Maguire. Hasn't been a great return for Varane in this game. Maguire, though, plays a lovely ball out to the right-hand side, diagonal ball brought down by Sancho. He tries to get himself into the penalty area. Then he goes for a cross shot. I don't really know what that was. It's spliced horribly behind, and it will be a goal kick for Newcastle. I don't think Ralph Rangnick knew what that was from Sancho.
No, nobody does really. It wasn't. He didn't bring it down comfortably. Sort of a bit of a heavy touch or a dodgy touch took it away from him, allowed the Newcastle man to put that pressure on to force him into the issue. But yeah, I agree with you. Cavani coming on, he's very much an out-and-out striker, isn't he? In the first half, it was Ronaldo and then featuring Rashford or / Greenwood, and they're all floating around. Ronaldo he's got permission to stay central and do what he likes. Whereas Cavani is going to be the focal point. All the other players are going to know where that ball into the box needs to be. It needs to be for Cavani, and they can kind of do it off instinct. They don't have to look up. Whereas before they'd have to maybe take the time, double check to see if Ronaldo, Rashford, or Greenwood are in the right place.
Yeah, good credit to Ryan Fraser here. He's given good chase, and United are being forced back towards De Gea. Now St Maximin is trying to force Varane into a mistake, and he's running back towards his own corner flag at the moment. It's hit off St Maximin, but the Red Devils have got to throw in deep inside their own defensive third. The fans get their appreciation there. That was all led from Fraser to start with. He is a scampering player who puts his opposition under pressure. United have this throw, which they go short to Cavani, chests it back towards Dalot, who clears it down the line. Drops down to Manquillo, though. Now it's with Murphy. Newcastle have managed to win possession back. It's a rare bit of possession they've had, actually, in this past sort of 4 or 5 minutes, as they were under the cosh ever so slightly, but still nothing really for Dubravka to have to do bar the stinging effort from Rashford from distance. But then Newcastle give it away. Poor inside ball from Kraft, and now United coming forward. Rashford, though, is beaten to the ball there. It's a good sliding challenge by Cher, but it is United that have possession. It's with Fernandes. Goes for a raking diagonal ball. What a ball that is as well. Great first touch by Sancho. Gets it out of his feet, and he's going up here against Manquillo. Plays it towards Cavani, and he's put it wide of the mark there, the Uruguayan. What an opportunity there. That was arguably their best chance in terms of a clear-sighted goal there for United, and Cavani's fluffed his lines for me.
Yeah, Cavani should be doing better. He's just stopped his run as the two Newcastle defenders continue to back off and stay in line. Cavani's halted on the penalty area. It's pulled back for him under no pressure whatsoever, and he's just rushed it. I can't think of anything else. There's no pressure. There's no bobble on the pitch. It's just all down to him, and he's messed it up.
Signs in the second half, though, that Newcastle probably need a second goal if they are going to win this game.
Well, they should have had it.
Well, yeah, they definitely should have had it at the start of the second half. St Maximin should have had his second, but he somehow missed from around sort of 3-4 yards out. But yeah, the Red Devils, I mean, they're certainly looking a lot brighter. They must have got a rocket from Rangnick at the break, you'd have to say. I'm not totally sure what Rangnick's style is, but he can't have been happy with what he's seen. And I tell you what, that is an absolutely atrocious ball. If that's rugby union, it's a superb kick to touch, because you put your opposition right deep in their own defensive third, in the corner. But Maguire, that's an awful ball from him.
Yeah, Maguire, he hasn't, no Man United, there's no shining lights so far in this Man United performance. He was at fault for St. Maximin's goal, letting him go far too easily. And it's just been sloppy. Both teams, well, you kind of expect it from Newcastle. They are second from bottom. Not a lot of their passes are finding their own men, as Murphy puts Maguire under pressure. But Man United have been sloppy. They haven't looked after the ball nearly enough as they should do. Yeah,
interesting to see that. Newcastle won the ball high at the pitch actually there. Oh, and there's a fierce challenge that comes in. This time it's from Ronaldo, and there's going to be a free kick, and there's going to be a card here. It's a yellow card, the first of the game. Shelvey is waggling his finger. He thinks this could be a red. It looked like a tough one. Fraser's down on the floor. Cher's going over. I'm sure VAR will be having a look at this, but we're going to see replays of it now. Longstaff won the ball well, didn't he?
It's slightly comical to begin with because Newcastle win the ball back, and then both of the Newcastle players sort of leave it for each other and run away from the ball. Fraser realised he has to go get it, and Ronaldo swiped. He swiped to just put this ball into the stand, and he's missed it, and he's taken Fraser out.
If he connects with Fraser properly there, that's a red card, definitely. He's so lucky that he's barely clipped Fraser there, who I think has made the most of this one, but Ronaldo is a lucky player for me. Otherwise, I think if he makes proper connection, he could be sent off.
Yeah, I mean, his VAR inconsistencies will remain the topic of conversations after that, and we're not seeing a lot of replays of it, just that one. So it's difficult to pass judgment on multiple angles to see how big the connection was. Fraser's up and he's okay. He's providing a short option for this free kick, and here he is.
Yeah, they play it down that right-hand side. Fraser then tries to deliver it. Oh, dearie me, and it's just gone straight behind there. Poor attempt to deliver from Fraser, who's maybe still feeling the effects there. But, yeah, I mean, if Ronaldo, if he does make contact properly, he tries to boot it, doesn't he? Fraser gets his right leg and then nips it away, and he sort of he skims the right thigh of Fraser, doesn't he? And hits it like that.
I think Fraser got a bit of a dead leg you could see from that cross. It wasn't great, and he's still running with a bit of a hobble. So I think you just got to wait a few more minutes for that to pass.
Yeah, it's interesting to see as well. Eddie Howe definitely sees Joe Linton as a midfielder, because even when Callum Wilson went off at the end of the first half and Murphy's come on, he's playing Jacob Murphy and St. Maximin as a top two. They're sort of playing with each other, one behind each other there. They're putting the pressure on, and Joe Linton is sticking in midfield. So Eddie Howe has certainly seen something we would see him, and Joe Linton that he fancies him as a midfielder for him.
Well, you said earlier he's put his hand up for man of the match, and that's definitely the case. He's been absolutely everywhere in this opening hour at St. James's Park, and he's put his body on the line as well.
Yeah, St. Maximin now coming down the left-hand side there, little step over, or then he slips over, does the Frenchman, but the ball has just been poked out of play, so Newcastle do get themselves a throw-in. He did some good work there, St. Maximin. You're never quite sure what's going to happen with him, the end product, but he did well initially, then he slipped, but just managed to get his side a throw on that left-hand side. Nearly an hour gone. It's Newcastle 1, Manchester United 0. It's an enthralling watch, I have to say, as the Magpies have had chances, but the Red Devils, see, they've stung the palms of Dubravka in the second half with Rashford, and then Cavani had an effort where he really should have hit the back of the net, or at least the target, but it certainly feels like there's more goals in this game.
Oh, absolutely. I think this has been an absolute great game. Newcastle have definitely stepped up to the challenge. Man United have not been at what you'd expect this bunch of Man United players to be, and that's actually made the game better, that they're not performing and Newcastle aren't allowing them to perform. St. James's Park, the atmosphere must be amazing. They're absolutely applauding everything. Newcastle players are running everything, and you can sort of see the fans in the crowd stand and cheer as they just apply a simple bit of pressure. You'd love to play in an atmosphere like that.
Yeah, Joe Linton's down on the far side of the field, though, as United come forward down this left-hand side. Now it's with Rashford. Oh, wow. I don't know what he's tried there, a drilled cross, but it's just gone right off his toe, and it's gone behind for a goal kick for Newcastle. The fans would have loved that one.
Yeah, that's a proper shank, that, isn't it? Very much off the little toe.
Yeah, not good at all. But Joelinton was down on the far side of the pitch there. He went down in the first half a couple of times as well. Just seen a few shots now of Ronaldo. We haven't seen many more replays of that challenge on Ryan Fraser. Cavani getting the cameras towards him now, but it's certainly been an improvement from Manchester United in this second half, but still yet to get that sort of clear-cut opportunity against Martin Dubravka. Cavani, you would say, has had the best chance for them, but he fluffed his lines. Rashford has stung the palms, but that's it really. But certainly it feels like there's more goals in this game. It feels to me like there could be a few cards coming later in this match as well, because there's some challenges going in and there's players getting frustrated. Both sets of 11s this is, with maybe the referee not giving fouls.
Yeah, but Newcastle, they've got to keep poking the bear, haven't they? Because I think there's more whinging, more upset from the Man United players, and Newcastle, they've got to keep that going, because that's, if Man United get down, concentrate, composure, and get to the level that they are, they could run away and get 2 or 3 goals here. So Newcastle, they've got to keep Man United down at their level. That, I know that sounds bad, but that's the only way. Keep them, forcing them into mistakes. Make sure that they're concentrating on the referee's decision rather than the ball or what they need to be doing themselves. So, and just give them that emotion of that they're being hard done by, and it should be benefit them the best.
Yeah, United coming forward down the right, ball into the penalty area, stabbed away by Lascelles. Now Murphy tries to bring it down on the edge of the box and he gives it away. Now United have the ball back. It's infield to Fernandes, ball into the area, headed up and away by Cher. Shelvey trying to win his battle against Fernandes. Fairly says the referee. Now Joelinton has it, and there's an opportunity. Newcastle bombing forward, and it's Joelinton at the moment. He has St. Maximin to his left. He's ignored him. Fraser's joining up in attack now inside the penalty area. Right foot is strike by Fraser at the near post is saved by De Gea. The ball's brought down. Fraser goes down there appealing for a penalty. Nothing for me there though. That was just a fair strong challenge, and now the Red Devils are trying a quick counter-attack of themselves. It's Fernandes towards Rashford. Rashford then stretching his legs. Shelvey trying to give chase. He tries to clip him. He doesn't though. Stays on his feet. Referee waves play on. Still Rashford coming forward. Still Rashford now into the penalty area. Goes right-footed shot, and that is cleared away by Lascelles. Out for a throw on the right. End-to-end breathless stuff.
Yeah, just perfect football. Just seeing referee and Shelvey have a little bit of chat. I don't think they will get booked. But Joelinton and St. Maximin on the left, and he picked the right option in getting Fraser, because Tellers came over, a lot of space over there. It was a good pass. It's just Fraser wasn't quick enough. That's all it is. You can't knock Fraser for that. He's running at top speed. He was just a yard or two behind it, and that ball just got moved further and further right, and the angle got tighter and tighter. Realistically, nothing was wrong from that Newcastle attack, just bad luck and bad timing.
Yeah, good save from De Gea as well at the near post, one you'd expect him to make, and he did. Maybe look away or turn off your ears for the moment for Newcastle fans, because just seeing some stats actually ahead of the second half, which we're into now, 64 minutes, is that Newcastle dropped 17 points when they've been ahead in games this season in the Premier League. That's the most of any team in the Premier League. So they'll be hoping that they can try and hold on as Joelinton gets himself a foul. Dalot, the guilty party this time. I have to say, out of all the challenges that have gone in and haven't been given free kicks, that was that was one of the weakest to have been given a free kick.
Yeah, but it's a smart one, isn't it, from Joelinton? He knocks it past him, and I think he's overemphasised. Look, I've got round him, and I've made the run to move around him, and Dallas cut me up. But I don't know. The linesman really gave it for the referee, but yeah, smart play from Joelinton. He did pretty much get past his man there, didn't he?
Did indeed. If he makes it to the end of the game, Joelinton, and Newcastle win, then or even draw if United get back into it, he's definitely a candidate for man of the match. Is Joelinton. He's put an absolute shift in that middle of the park, really, for Newcastle, and the sort of the number 10-ish role when he was playing that. Long ball downfield by Dubravka, headed away, but only into the path of Manquillo. The Spaniard has a little bit of trickery, finds Joelinton, who holds off Cavani. Now he finds St. Maximin inside, and St. Maximin has a little run forward, cuts onto his left foot. Then St. Maximin has a strike from the edge of the box, and it's saved low down to his left by De Gea. And then the attempted clearance hits off Fraser up into the air. De Gea comes across and punches it away. And surely is this just going to be a throw, or was he given a free kick against Fraser?
Well, he shouldn't be. Fraser's going to get booked here. That's harsh. That's very harsh in my opinion. Fraser, we all know he's not a big, tall, physical man. Oh no, well, hang on. It's Fernandes being booked. We're looking at Fernandes. Well,
If that was a phrase, that's harsh. Oh, it's Bruno Fernandes. Don't know what that was for.
It must be verbally abusing the referee, because there wasn't a free kick given on that, which is fair. David De Gea and Fraser competing for the same ball. De Gea is just taller than him, and it's just landed on Fraser. That's the run of the mill. That's what happens when you're a goalkeeper. You will more often than not land on a player, and that's what happened in my eyes.
Yeah, Emil Kraft's also gone in the book for Newcastle. I think that was mouthing off to the referee, but Newcastle had possession on halfway. St. Maximin finds Joe Linton again. Joe Linton onto his left foot. He's got options out there now, and he finds Murphy. Overlapping one from Manquillo. Manquillo, the ball is just to his side, but he keeps hold of it. Rather, the momentum of the attack's gone now, but still Newcastle have it. Murphy swings one in then towards the far post. Oh, and it's gone past everybody and past the far post there. It was one of those, that corridor of uncertainty. No Newcastle player went for it, but no United defender tried to clear it. Oh.
No, David De Gea is just watching that, waiting for a Newcastle player to run onto it. There was no Newcastle player near it, and it almost trickled in at that bottom corner. Heart in mouth for David De Gea for sure.
Tell you what, there's chances in this second half for Newcastle, but for United as well. There's surely got to be more goals in this game, but it's been a great watch. 7 attempts for Newcastle, 9 apparently for Manchester United, but I don't think there'll be many on target for the Red Devils as Newcastle again are coming forward. They've got that bit between the teeth at the moment. Oh, then St. Maximin's brought down on the right-hand side by Maguire. That'll be a free kick, and that'll be a yellow card as well. I mentioned that there was probably going to be a few bookings later on in this game, and it's starting to come true.
Yeah, it's getting more and more physical, and maybe there is more of a cumulative, like the totting up, right? You've had 2 or 3 heavy challenges now, or I've got to put you in the book. Yeah, St. Maximin puts it past Maguire. Maguire just chops him into the advertising board. Simple decision.
He knows he was going in the book for that. By the way, Bruno Fernandes with his yellow card means he misses Manchester United's next game, which is against Burnley in 3 days' time. Just seeing now for Newcastle, there is a player down on the field of play. Is this Ryan Fraser? I think it is. He got a forearm in the back of the head then from Tellez. They're both looking for the ball in the aerial battle, but he's going to be sort of checked out by the physios with potential head injury. But he's been in the wars.
Yeah, he's moving his head, so he's conscious and around. As Lascelles, he's thinking, what can he do, Eddie Howe, to stop all these injuries, and who can he bring on? And the subs are getting younger and younger and younger, and it's come up to just over 20 minutes to go. This is perfect for Newcastle. They've just got to stay composed, and Man United will just slowly get more and more panicky and desperate, and maybe play more hero passes, and they can step forward and cut them out.
Yeah, just need to keep the composure, Newcastle. It could be a massive 3 points that nobody expected them to get this evening, but still a long way to go, like we mentioned. But we are past the midway point of the second half. Nearly 69 minutes gone. Newcastle 1, Manchester United 0. It'll be John Joe Shelvey to whip in this free kick. Max will take you through to full time.
Thank you, good evening. Here it comes. Shelvey's ball into the box. It's a good one, but it's over the head of Joe Linton, and Cavani heads it up rather than away. It's bouncing around in the penalty area. No one's put the foot on it yet. And Cavani finally swings his left leg through it, and he's headed it clear. And Newcastle win. He's not got the call there. He had time to bring that down, and Joe Linton sort of left one in there on Varane. And I think he's more annoyed at, I don't know what he's annoyed at, but he's got a yellow card. But it was a definite foul, and I think he's... Newcastle had the chance to bring the ball down there, and the shout wasn't made, obviously. So Joelinton's into the book, and Man United get the game underway quickly. Sancho is on the pitch, but he hasn't really done anything of note, anything to create anything or have a shot on goal himself. He takes the throw and quickly gives it to his skipper, Harry Maguire, who's... Newcastle, they're not applying pressure, they're not sitting back now, LA. It's dangerous game that they've done so well, applying pressure and playing the press system, and forcing Man United into silly passes all night. And I hope that they're not going to sit back for the last 20 minutes and invite pressure on. And here they are, Man United on the right hand side, ball into the box for Cavani, better contact this time, gets another chance for rebound, and it's in. 1-1. Edison Cavani is a goal scorer, he's a poacher. He finds space, extra space in the box, and it's finally worked out for him. He was fortunate that his first shot got blocked and it came back to him, But that's what Ralph Rangnick sent him on to do, and he's done his job.
Yeah, he has done his job. This time it's actually a lovely ball out by Bruno Fernandes to that right-hand side. And the first shot that comes in from Cavani, 3 Newcastle players there. It hits off Emil Kraft then, but it bounces straight back to Cavani, who just manages to sort of toe-poke the ball home, scuff it into that bottom left corner, but they won't care how it comes. He's put it into the back of the net. United are back on level terms, and it's 1-1.
Yeah, it's his first game back for Manchester United since the Champions League trip at Atalanta in the 2nd of November, and it's his first goal. He's been injured for so long, since the 30th of October against Spurs. So it's been a long time for coming, but here come Newcastle again, looking to hit back immediately. St. Maximin shoots left-footed, and De Gea gets down well. Well, I criticised his left foot earlier on in the game, that he says he doesn't appear to have one. That's 2 shots now with the left foot, and he's forced De Gea into 2 good saves.
He has. I mean, it's still there for Newcastle, isn't it? But it's still there for the Red Devils. I kept saying there's got to be more goals in this match. There's been another one now, but either side I could see going and winning this game.
Yeah, Newcastle, I think, well, it depends what they want to do now. Do they want to try and get the 3 points? They've deserved it, and they've had chances to do so, and they're creating chances to do so. Or they just hold on for the points now. Well, they are sitting deep. They're not applying pressure on the Manchester United centre-halves, who, to be fair, they should really be doing, because they haven't looked comfortable on the ball all night. They haven't had a great night for playing the ball out from the back, have Manchester United. But they're just standing calmly in the centre circle with less than 20 minutes of normal time remaining. Maguire puts the ball forward, and it's headed straight back to Manchester United, and it's starting to look like an attack v defence drill as Varane picks the ball up and comes forward. Newcastle finally edge into Man United's half, but again, not applying pressure. Could be a bit risky, that, as Varane now goes long, looking for Fernandes. He brings it down, heads it for Cavani to run onto, but he's I think it's Kraft who hooks it clear and puts it into the advertising stands, and Manchester United will come again. Oh no, turns out to be a Newcastle throw.
Yeah, I did think that. I thought when Tellers left it, I went, I think that's an error there, and Cavani's having a go. I think he's having a go at Tellers, but it is dangerous for Newcastle. Like you said, they're not putting the pressure on, so they're allowing United just to have the ball at deep positions and try and ping it over the top, which they've done a couple of times now. And with Cavani on, there's a bit more of an aerial threat there. There's someone up alongside Ronaldo. Newcastle need to try and keep that press on, but it's the fear factor, isn't it? If they put too much press on, and they could leave gaps for United to expose.
Exactly, and Newcastle look like they're set and ready to make a change, and that's what it is. Newcastle was so much better when they were rushing the 2 centre-halves of Manchester United into making quick passes and not thinking about it. They haven't had a great night for finding their teammates, but now it's handing off them and giving them lots of time to think about it and concentrate and really find that pass, which they are doing, putting balls over the top. Whereas before, when they were rushing, they were making so much mistakes. Now the ball's gone out of play on the far side. It will be a Man United throw, and will Newcastle make that change? Well, it looked like it will be a Newcastle throw, so it's going to be Miguel Almiron coming on for Fraser. Fraser's been in the wars tonight, hasn't he? So I think it's a smart move.
Yeah, he's put a shift in, to be fair, as Ryan Fraser. He's worked his socks off down the right. He got that challenge from Ronaldo, and he was denied by De Gea as well, Fraser, at the near post when he was played into the area. So he's put in a decent game. But Almiron, what you do get from the Paraguayan is running. He's got legs, and he's got that willingness to get forward.
Yeah, Newcastle still have the ball on this near side, but as soon as I say that, they lose it, and will be a Man United throw, and it's 1-1 at St James's Park. Newcastle took the lead in the 7th minute with Alain St Maximin, a perfect counter-attacking goal and a good finish from the Frenchman, and then Cavani with a classic poacher's finish in the box, finding space. And here they come again. Tellers on the left side. First time ball for Cavani at the back post. He's got a shot away, looped it over the diving Dubravka, and Lascelles, I think it was, gets it away just in time.
I mean, that is suicidal defending. Again, it's miscommunication between Dubravka and Lascelles, because it's a dangerous ball, but either Lascelles clears it away or Dubravka comes and claims it. But they both have that horrible split-second moment where they leave it for the other one, and it nearly allows the Cavani in at the far post there. But yeah, that was almost a horror show from Newcastle.
Yeah, I wonder if they had that eye contact where you deal with it. No, you deal with it. And they just managed to recover just in time as the ball rolled past. And another bad stat for Newcastle fans: goals conceded in the last 15 minutes. Newcastle are joint top with Norwich with 10, and Man United, as famously so, do like to score a last-minute winner. Is Maguire It's a great ball from Maguire to Tellez. He's got so much time to think about it and find that pass now that Newcastle aren't putting any pressure on him. He's looking for Sancho maybe on that far side, but decides to play it safe for Dalot. And now Varane, and Newcastle are not applying pressure. They're backing off. I don't know if it's subconsciously or as Eddie Howe's told them to do so. They've got that something to lose now. They've got that fear factor, whereas before they were playing freely. And maybe before the game, I think you've just got to throw caution to the wind of nobody's expecting us to pick up a point here. So if we lose now from being 1-up, we don't really lose much in terms of points, really. You know what I mean? They didn't come in expecting, so it's not going to be a shock if they lose the game.
Not a shock, but I think being in the position, leading for so long, and to get a point, every point is crucial for Newcastle in that battle against the relegation zone. So I think you can get a point against one of the big teams, and then it feels like it still maybe feels like a victory.
Yeah, well, they have a chance now to get a second. They're on the left-hand side with. I can't see who that is, sorry, but the cross is put into the box, but it's a poor one, and it's caught by De Gea and throws it quickly out for Fernandes to put it over the top for Fernandes, but Kraft remains composed and heads it in field for Newcastle, and he's gone down holding his left calf, so more injury problems for Newcastle, but Newcastle carry on, and now it's with St. Maximin in there, Manchester United's half, and it's a poor ball from St. Maximin as a Man United player is now down. Scott McTominay, he's got an issue with his right ankle and he's taken off his right boot, and as soon as are they taking him off as well? Yeah, they're taking him off anyway. So that might be just a bit of luck as he's desperate to get that right boot off.
Yeah, they look tired, Newcastle, I have to say. They look very tired there. Shelvey a couple of times hasn't sort of gone for a pass he would have in the first half, and just a couple of loose balls. But yeah, it was Murphy down that left-hand side. I mean, he's probably got fresh legs, and he only came on right at the end of the first half, but got in behind his man, but the ball in, just wasn't good enough. To be fair, De Gea read it well, came straight off his line quickly and plucked it out of the air, but just needed a little bit more finesse from Murphy.
Yeah, it was I think this is a chance really that they might chuck Dwight Gale on as that sort of natural number 9, because there was nobody in the box there. If Eddie Howe does want to go for it, put St. Maximin back on that left wing and take off maybe a Longstaff who's been running all night. But that's if they really want to go for the win. As Man United come forward again, Cavani into Rashford. Now Sancho in this middle of the park. Jonathan's chasing him, but he's put it through for Dalot, has he? No, he's hit it too hard, and it's a goal kick for Dubravka. As we've got just over 10 minutes of normal time at St James's Park, we are confident there will be a winner. I can't see this one finishing a draw.
No, I mean, it could be commentator's curse there, but it's you feel that both teams they'll create a chance at some point. But again, that was better for Newcastle in terms of Sancho had it, but got pressure on straight away, and it was Joe Linton who put pressure on. So then Sancho was rushed a little bit, forced that pass down the line, and he overhit it and behind for a goal kick.
Yeah, so goal kick taken, looking for Alan St. Maximin, who's now leading the line in the absence of Callum Wilson. Callum Wilson going off for trouble with his left calf, or a calf of one left or right. He's only got two. But Man United come forward again with Ronaldo, who's had a quiet game, put it through for Rashford. It's wide of goal. He cuts back. He cuts the cross back, but it's only a Newcastle man who clears the ball out of play, and it's an attacking set play with the throw-in. Sancho takes it quickly, and United are more confident with the ball. They're moving it better. They're finding players in red shirts compared to the first half, where they were awful at keeping the ball. It was very scrappy. Every 3 or 4 passes, it was exchanging between red shirts and black and white shirts. Newcastle standing back. They've got a back 5 and a 2 banks of 5 and a 4 really. But St. Maximin now comes forward to try apply pressure with Joelinton on Varane, and it's gone right. And I think Man United are just going to bide their time now, aren't they? They're not rushed. They're not panicking.
Newcastle are at a puff, aren't they? Really, the legs seem to have gone in St. Maximin. and Joe Linton as well. But, it's not wholly surprising because of the amount of effort they have put into this game.
Yeah, it says the ball's clipped forward to Ronaldo to bring down on the chest. I wonder if St. Maximin scored that second, there'll be extra, the reserves would appear from somewhere. But Dallo gets the ball into the box for Cavani, gets something on it, but it's not enough, and it's gone past the far post, and Murphy will clear it. Almiron. And it's gone straight to Maguire. And now St. Maximin's hobbling away as Manchester United come forward again. Ronaldo's got space to shoot, cuts back onto his left. Cavani's drifted offside, gives it back to the midfield with Fernandes. Cute ball over the top for Sancho. And he's not confident to put it in first time, but he was offside anyway. And now Newcastle will be able to assess Alain St. Maximin, who's sprawled out on the Newcastle turf.
Yeah, it was a challenge with Maguire. So he took the ball down superbly, and then he's chasing after it. I think it's a Wilson thing. The same as Wilson. I think he's tweaked something his right calf.
Yeah, he's pulled up before the Maguire challenge, and
Eddie Howe will be scratching his head with these injuries that are going.
Yeah, well, you talked in the first half that it is St. Maximin and Callum Wilson side, and with all the money that they've got, we were saying that if the wish list were to come true, or the short list, you're thinking only St. Maximin and Wilson are still at the club next year, and now both of them look like they could be out of the next game and maybe the few games after. And now with St. Maximin off the pitch, you've got to play defences and shut up shop now, haven't you?
Yeah, you would suggest so. I mean, they've still got a willing runner in Almiron on fresh legs. He's not been on long, and the physio's just said that St. Maximin will have to go off. I mean, Newcastle only named 8 subs this game anyway. 2 were goalkeepers, and 1 was a 19-year-old midfielder. Now with Wilson and St. Maximin potentially injured, it was the left calf for Wilson, now the right calf for St. Maximin. You wonder if Newcastle in 3 days' time whether they're going to be able to fulfil that fixture really, because they've got several players that aren't in the squad today. Joe Willett being one of them. Isaac Hazen is suspended. Kieran Clark. So there's a lot of players in there that have been taken out today, and there's not actually been a specific reason for why some of them are out.
No, when there's not a specific reason, you're led to believe it may be COVID related, as Dwight Gale replaces St. Maximin. And just saying, Almiron, his last goal was way back in early February 2021, when he scoring 2 goals in a Newcastle 3-2 win against Southampton. So Dwight Gale will be leading the line. He's got to be hustling those 2 central defenders of Manchester United. They've had too much time on the ball to find good passes and launch new attacks for the away side.
Alan Shearer in the stands there, get his boots on.
Yes, and Dwight Gale has been a long time without him scoring a goal as well. But Newcastle's confident on the ball. Man United, there's a lot of space in that midfield for Shelvey to line up a shot, and it's bounced just before it got to De Gea, but it's straight at the Spaniard, who collects it rather comfortably. And I think it has to be something rather spectacular to beat him from there.
I mean, that was a long way. That was a tired Shelvey, though. That was, I can't be bothered to bring this ball forward, but I can't be bothered to pass it. I'm just going to leather it as hard as I can.
And we need a goal.
So we thought, I'll try something spectacular, but just, yeah, like you said, it would have taken something sensational to beat De Gea from that distance.
Yeah, it's also been a long time since Dwight Gale's last goal. It was the 12th of December 2020 in a 2-1 winner over West Brom. So the replacements are not full of goals. The attacking players aren't full of goals. As Jolinton intercepts a good pass and gives it to Shelvey, he gets up quickly, and now he's on the ball, launching a new Newcastle attack. They're not going to die wondering, are the Magpies, as Jacob Murphy has on the left-hand side, and he's cut out by Rafael Varane, and Sancho will bring it forward past Ty Jolinton into Rashford, who tries to play a cute ball. It's got lucky from a few ricochets, and that's a poor pass into Ronaldo, and Newcastle clear it and bring it forward. Almiron plays the ball in, looking for Shah, I believe, who ran all that way after intercepting it. And we've got 5 minutes to go. And, maybe Newcastle are going with their best one. What defence is a good attack. So they try to play forward. Well, in the last minute or last 30 seconds, it looked like they were playing freely.
looked a bit ragged, United, actually, in the last few minutes. Just long balls forward. I don't know, don't seem to have that attacking plan that they had since they equalised. They were looking dangerous, but just seem to be a little bit sort of haphazard at the moment.
Yeah, and you think normally everything would go through Bruno Fernandes is that sort of spark creative midfielder, and he hasn't been coming short, and they haven't been playing the ball through him. It's all been it's Varane. That's a lucky ball, I think, from Varane. He's sliced it clear, and it's fallen to Telles, who's gone down appealing for a foul, but it's only a Newcastle throw-in with just over 4 minutes, 1-1 at St James's Park. Man United really do need a win to keep those top four well, it's a game in hand over Arsenal, isn't it? And to in the race for the Champions League, and obviously Newcastle will want to win for obvious reasons. But surely with the injuries he's got, Eddie Howe will be happy with a point. But they were in the position to win, have three. Is St Maximin's kind of missed an open goal. Well, it was a 90% open goal, but Man United coming down the right-hand side. It's an early ball in centrally to Rashford, who tries to help it onto to Cavani. Wasn't a great touch, and it's kind of stalled the attack, but Ronaldo on the ball. Now Rashford leaves it for Matic. Back to Ronaldo. Can he find a bit of space to fire a shot away? He decides offload to Fernandes. Gives it back to quick Portuguese give and go, but Newcastle again just get a leg or something in there in the way, and Rashford Murphy's intercepted a ball here, and it's a counter-attack. Murphy with Dwight Gale. Shelvey's making a good run in the middle. Can Dwight Gale find him? He can't. He decides not to take the risky pass. Gives it to Longstaff. Murphy's got plenty of space to line up his shot. Too many touches, and that's a poor decision making. There's so many red shirts in the way. Now goes for goals. Hit the post. Great work from Murphy. Now Almiron has a go. Great save from David De Gea. David De Gea saves Manchester United there. Surely that would have been the winner.
What a save that is. I mean, Murphy's so unlucky with his shot that comes back off the post. I mean, he's got De Gea beaten. This shot from Almiron, though, I mean, it's angling. It's in that top right corner. What a fingertip save that is from De Gea. Superb from the Spaniard.
Murphy, great. De Gea didn't get a fingertip on in that Murphy shot, who before he could have really picked out a better pass, but he made it better. But look at this, to have it to save, full stretch, just gets his hand to it, and that's going to spark the 52,000 at St James's Park. Now they're not going to go short with this corner. Everybody's in. A lot of Newcastle shirts have made the journey forward. In it comes, and it's headed away by Matic, but it's headed back in by Longstaff. Can a Newcastle man pick up on the scraps? They can, but they've scuffed it, and it goes out of play for a goal kick.
Well, end to end, when we both said we think someone's going to win this match, but Almiron's shot, I mean, what a save by this from De Gea. But you have to feel for Murphy with that shot which hit the post, but it just shows that it's still there for the taking for Newcastle. It's just trying to get those little bits of energy left for the players that have put so much into it, but it is their fresh-legged players that are causing problems. Almiron, Murphy, Gale coming on now. Yeah,
that would have been a first goal for Almiron in nearly 9 months, but Joelinton, real scrap working like performance, wins the ball back for Newcastle. Good ball. Almiron's free on the right hand side, standing up with Maguire. Oh, that's poor from Almiron, but Newcastle still have the ball, keep it in play. They're very compact, not finding a space, but ball back for Joelinton. He's almost got the shot away, and Fernandes gets a turn at the last minute. They are not sitting back, are Newcastle. They are on the front foot looking for the winner.
I mean, tell you what, Harry Maguire, that's great reading by him. He just knew what Almiron was going to do, but it almost fell for Joelinton.
And Joelinton gets the ball now from the front, puts the ball into the box, and it's overhit. And Newcastle, Manchester United, let that go. And it's going to be Dwight Gale's going to have to do very well to beat Varane and Maguire in the air.
Yeah, he is. Not really the ball that Gale wanted in there, but Newcastle, Joelinton is, from the TV providers, has just been given man of the match, which we both said that he's had a terrific game. He's put a shift in, and he's been very good in what is a natural centre midfield position for him.
Well, you say it's unnatural. You were saying at half-time once he's been playing very well once he's not been leading the line in the midfield role since House come in. It's very much the case. As we tick into the added time at St James's Park, Newcastle have the ball in the centre of the field, but now they've lost it. 6 minutes will be added, so plenty of time for one more chance, or maybe to find the winner or a couple of chances each. Who knows what's going to happen? But if this ends at 1-1, it'll be amazing. As Cavani can't keep, well, it's a poor ball really from played into him, and he can't do much with that. And it's a throw-in for Newcastle, right by their left corner flag. But I'm sure they'll steal some yards, and they do. And Shelvey now picks up the ball. Almiron's available, and he chooses to ignore him. And now Longstaff's got a good chance to spread his legs, but Ronaldo's chasing him, and he's got to find a player in black and white. He's got away from Ronaldo inside to Murphy. Newcastle have got, where has this energy come from? They've all making willing runs as Jolinton has a shot and is blocked and appeals for handball. And we'll have a look at that. Newcastle, normally it's a crowd appeal, but the Newcastle players are adamant. So here it is. So it's Varane over to there, and his hand's out there. Oh, it's
harsh. It's harsh, but it's not inside the penalty area either.
No, it's just outside the penalty area, but the arm is not tucked in. Last season that would have been given, but it looks like we're playing on as the ball is out of play, so VR could communicate with referee Pawson to say have a look, but they're not going to, so we're back underway at St James's Park. We're 90 seconds into this 6 minutes added on, and Manchester United clear. Can Longstaff beat Ronaldo to it? He can, and he gives it to Shelvey. And Newcastle having all of the ball in the last 3-4 minutes, and that's a rubbish ball forward from Shah, who's gone down holding his knee, but maybe he's doing that as he's holding his hamstring. Deary
me, another one for Newcastle, who's tweaked a muscle.
Or is he doing it to say, oh no, I would have done better if I was 100% fit there with that pass? But he's okay now, and David De Gea gets the game underway, and Shah will compete for the header. He wins it, and he puts it out of play, so he looks like he's okay to continue for now. And Dwight Gale making Harry Maguire hustle and bustle, and he's going to win a free kick. Dwight Gale just being a bit too physical there. Let's see Eddie Howe and his assistant Tyndall just barking orders and pointing and encouraging their team. They're just over 3 minutes away from a much needed point, and they could have easily got free as Fernandez has the ball on the halfway line. Diagonal ball in over the top, looking for Sancho. It's overhit that, but Dubravka's dropped it for Sancho, and now Cavani has a shot, but Newcastle get back onto the 6-yard line, are able to clear, and it's all a bit scary and hearts and mouths for Newcastle. As Dwight Gale chases the ball over the top, and Maguire remains calm and watches the ball bounce to the ball and heads it away.
Well, Dubravka, he's had a good game. He's usually quite a consistent performer for Newcastle, but he almost gifts United a chance to get all 3 points.
He does, yeah. He's under no pressure. He's just simply dropped it, and he does well. He follows the line of Cavani, so Cavani's got to go for the chip rather than power, and that's sort of allowed time for Newcastle to get back onto the 6-yard box and clear it. So it's going to be a long throw into the box from this throw-in. Newcastle taking the time of it, and I think that slipped as it came at the hands. It didn't really go anywhere, and Almiron picks up the ball and is going to go back to Dubravka after that Manchester United clearance into Dubravka. Oh. Ronaldo really put a lot of pressure on him there, and he's had to sort of put it into the stands. And Almiron's doing really well to wind up the Man United players and waste time. And I think that childlike behaviour is going to see him into the book.
It's Javier Manquillo, a very experienced defender, but knows how to waste time.
Yeah, so the ball into Matic, who tries to flick it onto Cavani, but that man of the match, Jolinton's there again, and he puts his foot through it and clears. And Dwight Gale's going to have to hold the line up there whilst Maguire finds a pass, and he's found a good one onto that right hand side for Sancho. Sancho gets past his man, but a lot of Man United players are offside. They've had to hold their run, and the ball into the central lanes. Cavani's fouled. He is fouled, but he's offside, so Newcastle will have the ball back.
Great footwork though by Sancho, cutting it off that right hand side. Just brilliant to get past Jolinton, who it was a tired challenge, but yeah, both of them were offside for United there. Cavani, who got the possession, Ronaldo behind him. Less than a minute to go. I thought we were going to get a winner, but I don't think we will now.
No, the best chance was that Murphy and Almiron quick fire double chance, and David De Gea. He's got Manchester United a point there. The most important passage of play in these. He's saved Manchester United from what would have been an embarrassing defeat, as Dubravka's got the game underway from that offside, and the free kick's gone straight out of play. And it will be United thrown with 25 seconds left on the clock, and there hasn't been that many stoppages in the 6 minutes. They might just chuck 30 seconds on because of that Manquillo incident, and he was just running away with the ball from Man United thrown. But Man United looked to start another counter-attack, but it's intercepted by Kraft, and he's going to try find Gale on that left-hand side, Manquillo, on that left-hand side, but it's gone out of place. And then we've now had the 6 minutes, and that's it. Craig Pawson calls the end of the game at St James's Park, and Newcastle played really well to get the points. It's finished at St James's. Newcastle 1, Manchester United 1.
Our next football commentary match is getting ever nearer, so why not take the opportunity of having a bet on the match? Whether you're interested in betting on the match result, the first player to score, the last scorer, correct score, double result, total goals market, handicap betting, or any other of our exciting markets, it's fun to be involved. Don't forget, when the match kicks off, you can sit back and enjoy superb independent studio commentary while also enjoying our in-play betting opportunities. Good luck. Our next football commentary match is getting ever nearer, so why not take the opportunity of having a bet on the match? Whether you're interested in betting on the match result, the first player to score, the last scorer, correct score, double result, total goals market, handicap betting, or any other of our exciting markets, it's fun to be involved. Don't forget, when the match kicks off, you can sit back and enjoy superb independent studio commentary while also enjoying our in-play betting opportunities. Good luck. Our next football